Yeah, no, you don't want to...
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Least
That wasn't-
successful stream start to date, but our voices should be coming through. This is Dragon Friend.
Oh,
So, we cannot stress Dungeons and Dragons are good as after seeing our stream and its technical superiority and they've given us this special opportunity and that is a non-promising start. But we are on the case. This is the voice of Dave Harmon. If you want to go through, say hi.
Yeah,
This
sure.
is the voice of Sean Connery.
Yeah, you guys can imagine what we look like through our voices. I'm Alex, and then you can.
Hey! We did it.
I can't believe Sean Connery had to leave.
I know.
Oh, it's a shame.
Well, that was that was our big reveal for this.
Yeah.
It's like technical difficulties. I'm at it.
I'm out
He's
of you.
goddamn professional.
I've got to go
Do you know
back
he
to heaven.
hated filming League of Extraordinary Gentlemen so much that he quit acting forever?
Really? That was it?
That was it.
Then
He
he
quit
moved to
acting
Scotland.
forever. Yeah.
He had a cool hat in that
Yeah.
movie.
Oh, there's very little else to recommend it. We have Ben Jenkins with us.
Hello!
Yay.
AKA Norm Chongas, AKA all the NPC voices
Yeah.
in our normal podcast.
Yeah.
Ben normally can't
call
do
it
these
normal.
shows because he's trying to. I can't. I was going to be rude, and then I
What?
remembered I was in the D&D
Oh,
channel.
you really
you gotta keep it clean,
self-censored.
buddy.
Yeah, I
Shut
self-censored
down.
myself. Greg would be so proud. of
Self-censored.
me.
That's the only self thing we do on this channel.
So that's the only. Hing also should be here any minute, but he's
He said he had a surprise.
Yeah, he's-
Yeah, he's popped out of the room. We're all a bit worried.
Popped out. Shifting already.
So this is a show where we're going to play Dungeons and Dragons. If you haven't seen us before, this is a great time to start. This is a
Really good.
new campaign we started this year, and this
Oh,
is a sort of a moment to what?
I just saw him.
Oh,
Oh, here
Oh,
comes the
shit.
last member of our
Ah.
adventure club. Oh, watch out for the dash cam.
oh no.
Okay. Down, you idiot.
Oh,
no! You broke the camera.
Camera's
You-
broken.
No, can't hang.
Michael, oh,
They're not getting any of this on the stream. The camera, did you break it?
Hing, did you?
no!
Oh my
no.
god!
No one can see.
There he is.
Hing,
Here's your microphone.
Hello, Dragon Friend.
Hello,
Hello,
Michael.
Michael.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
So, hello
did-
everyone. Thank you for tuning into our Dragon Friend stream on the official Wizard of the Coast channel. This is paid for by Wizards of the Coast, which is quite nice. So I decided to go and buy. I spent some of our money on this.
I think you
lobster
spent
costume.
pretty much...
that's
Yeah,
why you
that
needed the
was
credit card.
What?
That's why you needed the credit card.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, yes, because the credit card details I had for us were old ones, and it didn't work the first time. But yeah, this was $230 on the website
Jesus.
AliExpress. If you'd like, So
Someone just subscribed on the basis of this.
That's paid for itself. That's fine.
Yeah.
good. I think.
Thanks for understand.
Oh, they didn't subscribe to us. They subscribed to Dungeons and Dragons.
No,
Oh,
people love people on Twitch. They love a big visual thing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Is that-
That's why Critical Role always do their streams in lobster costumes. I don't know to look at your lobster eyes or into your deep, dark maw.
Well, the mesh of my mouth
Yeah.
is where my mouth is. Actually,
Show them the mesh. So
and
they
my
Show
eyes are
them-
about here.
If you face a little bit more this way, give them all a. Wait.
Can we? I hate to say this, Jack, but can we give the lobster a little bit more love with the camera?
because
for a
we
sec?
can't. The thing is, I can't actually see right now because my eyes are here with little holes.
Yeah, so this is Dungeons and Dragons.
You know what? I don't know that I've ever liked you more, Hank.
The nice thing is that the problem with you, Hing, is that like because of your severe problems, it's very hard sometimes emotionally to connect with you. But now when I talk to you, I just
Yeah.
see an open, warm, inviting smile.
It's really, I'm really at ease.
I'm
Yeah.
liking it more. I didn't think I would, but I'm.
It's a pleasure to be here, and I'd like to just wish you all a very happy day.
Are you on the stream getting is his voice muffled in the...
No,
does it
I'm
matter?
shouting extra loud
Yeah.
into the mic. I think it's all right.
You must be quite hot.
I'm sweating so much. The costume is digging into my eye.
Oh, I don't know, but audience, do we want to see him wear the costume on stream?
Costume.
I think I'm going to take maybe the head off.
Well, I don't think you are.
Let's vote on it.
No, I can. We do need to play the. It'll be difficult to roll. It'll be difficult to roll.
Oh,
Can you try
no.
and roll the dice just right?
How'd that go?
I mean,
I think I know why the camera broke.
Oh,
Why
Jesus
somebody was
Christ.
starting this.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Did that
Oh boy.
all right, take the head off.
Okay.
Okay, what were we here to do again? I
can't
don't
remember.
Oh, it's like the Masked Singer. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
I can put it down.
Where do we put it?
The Ting.
Hello, everybody.
I gotta say, it's still cute.
It's like a little turtle.
It's,
there.
it's a little
improvement.
it's a little après ski.
I'm sweating
You're
so much.
so
You
sweaty.
really are.
You know what? I've actually got. Hing, you're.
Oh,
This is a goddamn.
Oh,
travesty.
that's the goddamn. Are you the
Chick from Rove. Yeah, Hing is the chick from Rove.
Yes, I am the chick from Rove. Thank you.
Yeah.
Please hold.
This-
Yay, we
Yeah.
back.
We're gonna have to look into that. That is not a good sign. But I was gonna say I have another little surprise,
What is-
which is that you're not the only one who gets novelty clothes today.
Oh.
So,
What the hell?
Alex, you remember in the podcast a few weeks ago,
Yes.
you bought me a T-shirt. In fact, I got an ad on Facebook for a T-shirt, and that was really stupid, like with buckles and waistcoats.
Yeah, it was like sexy goth.
Yeah.
And you posted on Facebook, so I bought it for you because I'm a nice friend.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's the worst T-shirt I own. Shaq, do you have a photo of it? Do we have? I think. No, we don't. Okay.
Just lift up your shirt.
I
yeah,
imagine you're wearing it now, Dave.
I unfortunately, I don't. But if you check on our Facebook, we'll put it in the huddle at the end. It was kind of horrific. Anyway, I spewed about that for a
Jesus.
long time, and then I bought you a shirt.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
Oh.
made out. Whatever it says on it, it's made out of
the
very
same
similar
material.
material.
Oh, that
Holy
will not
shit.
breathe.
Now, this is
Give
a
it his.
different design, but this is yours.
Oh, it's as bright. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, baby. That's rock and roll.
Yeah.
You accidentally bought her quite a cool T-shirt.
Yeah.
Skeleton giving the finger to the man.
That's not a bad T-shirt.
Yeah, that's
David.
cool,
These
Dave.
freaking rocks,
Excellent
Dave.
Yeah. The
back-
problem with it is if it catches on fire, it will melt to your skin.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, but you know,
Unlike this,
God of Metal will
Yeah,
look
cool
after.
forever then.
I'll put it on.
No, very nice.
Well, if Hing's gonna be sweaty, I'll be sweaty too.
I'm going to take
let
off
me
my
tell you,
claws.
as someone who has worn shirts made out of that fabric, you will not last 5 minutes.
You got to take your headset off first, otherwise you get stuck.
But,
No, maybe you'll be fine. Maybe you'll be fine.
dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
So this is the show where we try on different outfits
that we
see
bought from
which
China.
are the most comfortable outfits to play
Yeah,
D&D.
and then we do a sweat check.
Yeah.
Yeah, later in the show, I'll be donning a suit of armor.
My suspicion is that would be the sweatiest. Are we
Yeah.
ready to play Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes,
Yes.
Dave.
Hell yeah!
Oh, so rude.
Now, this is our first look at the new Dungeons and Dragons sourcebook, Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. We played a brief version of this when we went to LA earlier this year. It comes out in stores this week.
Whoa.
It is
Whoa.
a brand new adventure for level 1 characters that will take you all the way from Baldur's Gate to Hell
Whoa.
and back. And
Ooh.
this is not going to be a spoiler run, just so you know. We've built the story ourselves. We're going to use some places, some characters that are incidental and some
Yep.
monsters. But if your dungeon master is thinking of running this, you have nothing to fear. For reference, if you ever look at
Except for scary hell.
if you doubt me on that,
Oh yeah.
have a look at our
scary,
Tomb of
alright.
Annihilation adventure, which went for 2 years, and I don't think succeeded on any of the more modest goals of the Tomb of Annihilation campaign.
No, in fact, I think if you went into playing some of the feedback we've actually had about going into Tomb of Annihilation, having watched our stream and getting to areas with the frog people,
Yeah.
and wondering why it wasn't canon that there was a sort of horrible.
How are you going to describe this in a PG-13 stream?
Lots of kissing on different parts.
Can we talk about Flume? All right, let's play some Dungeons and Dragons.
What are they,
Ethan.
so the people who have tuned in for the first time of 7 Cities, what do they need to know? Where can they catch up?
I've got
And
to.
also, who are we?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to do.
Okay.
Sorry,
I'm
Dave.
going to take off my lobster costume because it's too...
your whole
Hey.
costume.
What kind of commitment? You want to ruin the start of the show, but not the whole show? Come on.
No, he
man.
wants to
What
ruin
about
the
your
start of the
sexy
show,
lobster
and then he wants to
abs?
ruin a segment 8 minutes into the show.
Yeah, okay.
It's making me itchy now.
Your plan is to do an hour of comedy on stage every night in Edinburgh for a month.
Well, what I was gonna do is usually I've been wearing when I've been trying it at home. I've been wearing it while I was naked, But then tonight I was like, oh, maybe it'll get too sweaty, so I should wear a shirt underneath to catch the sweat. But really, what's just happened is it's made me really warm, and now I'm getting some rashes. I think so. I'm just gonna take it off.
Still okay.
Can you hold my mic, please?
Well,
Yes,
the rash
Michael.
chat here.
Yeah.
Dragon's channel.
Okay, tell you what, while Hing does that very quickly, why don't we go around the table and introduce our characters in this adventure, starting with you, Simon.
My name is Simon, and I play.
Pay no attention to the visuals.
I play Kit Gingerson. He is a barbarian.
I'm distracted. Everyone's.
None of us can even pay attention to
Yeah.
Simon.
I'm worried about that mug.
Yeah. Oh. He's a big cat. A big orange cat. Next.
My name's Eden, and I play Bushu. He's a he's a dragonborn sorcerer, and I think you can do the thing if you scroll onto the side of the screen. You can see our character sheets through D&D Beyond.
Oh wow. I'm Ben. I'm playing all the NPCs in this episode, which I do on the podcast. I also have played in the past a character on this stream by the name of Norm Chongus, who's a retiree wizard.
My name's Alex Lee. I play Bethany Smiles. She's a tiefling paladin, and she's gone through some poopy.
How long will this last? Us being
I don't know.
maintain
It's
PG-13
killing
rating?
me.
My name's Michael Hing. Hello. I play the character Frieza, who you might know from the Dragon Friends podcast that we also put out. Who has ended up in this stream.
Well,
in this story.
it was a world. You were in Elysium, which was the sort of heavenly realm.
But then last week, Dave sent us all to hell because he sucks. So now we're here.
Yeah, we're doing real good. We're good boys and good girls.
And then Frieza, he's a half elf warlock, a high elf warlock, but he has it's pretty crook because he's Dave just cursed me last couple of weeks ago.
The blood strife.
Yeah, and
Now,
now
did
that I
he curse
haven't
you, or did you curse yourself?
Yeah, I don't know if I really take ownership of that particular situation.
well, currently what's happening is I'm losing 4 health points a day, maximum health points a day, and then at 0 I can't be revived, and Dave has to rip up my character sheet.
Yeah, I was thinking about that last week. Let's make it D6 to keep it
No!
interesting. Yeah, I think we're going to do that.
Yeah,
Do you
D6.
think that you ripping up that character sheet will give you a kind of unwelcome and possibly confronting pleasure?
Or do you think it will? Or do you think that this character sheet, the character of Frieza, is so cursed that once you rip it out, you actually free the spirits within into the world, like a poltergeist in your home now, Dave?
I think it's like a reverse Dorian Gray situation. So, like, if you destroy the character sheet, Michael King will immediately, like, explode with his
Yeah.
own
Whoa.
malevolence.
Whatever happens, it's going to be great.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the acrid stench of putrid death, the dull scorch of distant flame, 1,000 other offensive sensations lying in promise in the future, a future that once held so much promise for Bethany Smiles, tiefling junior paladin of Palor, but now holds naught but damnation. You had climbed high, Bethany, in the Church of Palor, and for a time it seemed that the Dawn Father smiled upon you, but ever since meeting one Friezofficin and embarking on your God's quest in Elysium, things have taken a decided turn for the worse. You and your companions have been betrayed by Minos, King Priest of Hestavar, a man you once looked up to as the pinnacle of what it meant to be a paladin. He tricked you into stealing an ancient relic called the Tear of Zariel and used its power to disable ancient holy protections that defended the realms of heaven from the armies of the damned. For your crimes, you were stripped of your holy symbol, banished from your paladin order, and all 4 of you have been exorcised to the first of the 9 circles of hell to answer for your unspeakable crimes. And so...
What were the crimes?
Do we have to...
Well, no.
I don't know if we have time to necessarily...
I don't think we did. We didn't really do many crimes.
So you're...
We're accused of crime.
You are guilty.
Yeah, we've been framed.
We've been framed.
I think there's only so many times Dragon Friends can really say
No,
that.
but this time we really were framed.
Framed this time, Ben.
Doesn't it
Ben
kinda-
wasn't here, and Ben doesn't believe
Doesn't
you.
it kind of come out in the wash? Like, you've gotten away with so much.
Yeah, you are charged with destroying the Aegis Orb, one of the sacred 7 holy relics of Elysium, the protective force of which stops the incursions of armies of hell. It is cracked and damaged, and the King Priest and a coterie of the highest priests of orders across Elysium banished you here. And so now you find yourselves lying on your back in what can only really be described as a celestial rubbish heap, somewhere on a blasted plain under a sunless sky. This
Is this not? But do we not get is there not a secondary? Can we not appeal?
no,
trial?
it has already happened. I'm afraid, and this.
Some sort of kangaroo court.
Well, yeah. Look, what about Dave? Have you read a little book called To Kill a Mockingbird?
You were in a trial, if you remember. There was a trial. At
yeah,
the
I
end of the
know,
last
but
episode.
that's the first one.
Well, you want a court of appeal?
Second Circuit.
Yeah, can we go to the High Court?
Well, you've gone all the way to the top, which is to say you've gone all the way to the bottom, which is to say that you are on the highest plane of the lowest place in hell. Avernus, front line in the war between good and evil, abandon all hope ye who enter here. No acquittals, no appeals, no justice for the damned.
Because Frieza has a lawyer.
What?
Frieza has a lawyer.
Frieza does have a lawyer. Your lawyer isn't Prime. He's on a different plane. You're talking about Gribbets, the goblin lawyer?
Yeah, but I feel like. But how would we get? Just so I know the mechanics of this world, how would we be able to summon that character?
So you were moved here using a plane shift spell, which is a very, very high level spell. Plane.
If we manage to orchestrate Gribbets' death in Prime, would he be sent to hell?
That's a good question, and that comes back to sort of D&D lore. So I've seen Chris Perkins talk about this before. The way that
About Gribbets specifically?
so the way it would work is that if Gribbets has sinned in his life irredeemably in the eyes of the gods, then yes, you're right. If he died in Prime, he would be washed up as a lemur, which is like a
monkey.
Yeah.
A more
Yeah.
a more pathetic, more fleshy version of a goblin, and he would be washed up on the shores of the river Styx.
Aw.
Okay, just something to keep in mind.
Be hard to tell the difference from his normal appearance.
So
Okay,
that
wait till he gets there before you roast him, okay? Like,
yeah, that's for if you wanted to know that's a lemur. He would basically be.
Ooh.
Oh,
It looks a little bit
like Slimer?
Do you want to show? Do you want to show that little picture to the camera?
Yeah, I don't know if it'll pick up, but it
Zoom.
It looks kind of like one of the heads on Mount Rushmore.
it looks absolutely nothing like.
Have you ever seen a picture of Mount
President
Rushmore?
Lehmore.
Which one? Which
It looks a
president?
bit like George Washington.
It's like the four presidents on Mount Rushmore: George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, FDR, and Abraxas, the hideous figure of
Yeah.
melting skin.
He should not have gone for a third time.
Yeah, he did a lot for workers.
Yeah, he did. That's what I like about him. He kept the unions in check.
Can anyone name the 4 people on Rushmore?
I just did 3.
Andrew
Is
Jackson?
Is Lincoln on there?
Lincoln's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lincoln. Is it Andrew Jackson?
Oh God, is it really? That
It's
would be
Teddy
No.
Roosevelt. But you know what?
Oh, I
That's
said
not what
FDR.
people have. You're watching listing American monuments.
So Dave, what do we see around us?
Okay, so you're lying on your
So,
backs.
we're all still together?
Yes, and you're all as damaged as you were from the fight with the land.
Emotionally, or
Emotionally and
what?
physically.
Did we come through a wormhole like in Sliders?
Yeah, so the
Or
way
was it more of a
Stargate.
Stargate situation?
the way the plane shift spell works is that the caster fixes a point anywhere in the 9 known worlds in their mind, and they can send you there. This is the place that the sort of, the high priests of Elysium have always banished people to. It's a kind of celestial dumping ground, and not just people as well. Cursed magic items, broken garbage that they want to get rid of. Just sort of get.
they sent all their garbage to hell?
Where would you send it?
No, it's such a good idea, though. Why don't we do that? Oh, right. Hell isn't real.
Yeah.
I really did have that. I was like, that's such a big problem.
do a Kickstarter.
Why don't we send it?
Clean up that great-
Why don't we
Garbage
plane
can.
shift the garbage?
So even as you watch Kit Gingerson, because you're lying there, you suddenly see a sort of green, lazy portal open up and a sound that's like blah, and a whole bunch of refuse, broken, rusty weapons, and a couple of knickknacks and things like garbage from magical workshops is dumped, and you all sort of
What about
have to make
what
all
about-
of you have to make for me a dexterity save.
While
Oh,
they do
no.
that, what about monitors? Are there
Oh,
heaps
no,
of
too-
big chunky monitors?
Yeah, magical monitors.
Yeah.
Which is like a cracked crystal.
Yeah.
It was DC 12, by the way.
I
I
got 9.
fail.
Fail.
All right,
Wait,
everybody.
Wait.
Dex.
Saving
Dex.
throw.
Roll the dice.
Oh, we're bad at this.
Dexterity.
You just tuned in.
Yeah.
Sorry, we forgot.
I think we all fail.
All right, everybody
What'd you roll?
takes 9 hit points.
Oh, boo!
Damn it.
Oh.
Now you're quite.
Dave.
Dave.
No, someone's
It's
calling
Greg
me.
Tito calling
Someone's
you.
calling me from overseas.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
Greg
the
Tito?
Greg Tito.
Yeah, that's
Is that you,
Greg.
Tito?
Sorry, Greg.
Sorry, Greg.
I
So, Greg.
I muted my phone and it didn't occur to me about the. phone.
Nine.
Tito's gonna yank this like they did with Doug Mulray's show on Channel 9.
All right, mate.
That's a really Australian reference.
Yeah, that's
That is
a tough
Baffling
one.
reference for our international viewers. So, yeah, you take 9 points of damage. If that was any of you calling me, by the way, not
But-
on. All
Why-
right?
well, you
I'm
shouldn't
doing
have
my
given
job
him your
here. I'm
number.
How'd you
doing the
get
best
Dave's
I can.
number?
But if anyone would like to call Dave, at the end of tonight's stream, I will read out his personal mobile phone number.
So it's like a portal opens up in the sky?
Yeah, and so it's now just dumping more and more
Crap
rubbish.
portal.
Like
how
a-
many,
like a
how
butt.
much of this rubbish is like a fish skeleton?
There's quite a few fish skeletons.
Kit goes hog wild.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, you actually look and you see what looks like a quite tasty fish skeleton, and you take a big bite out of it, and you immediately spit it out because it tastes like sour milk mixed with like warm jelly.
Don't cats
Ooh.
Really?
Nobody likes sour milk and warm jelly.
Okay.
Wait, what kind
I
of
don't
jelly?
know if I've tried it.
Like jam or jelly?
The jelly is like flavored like albacore,
Ooh.
That sounds something like a
Tuna
cat would
jelly?
like.
That sounds like cat food.
mixed with milk.
Ooh.
I see
Yeah.
what you're
Yeah,
saying.
it's cat food.
Mixed.
How many
with-
points do I get
mixed
back?
with sick, mixed with sick, and it turns to ash in your mouth and you spit it out.
Just say lava.
Oh.
Wait, is all food bad in hell?
It's
I
sustained.
like a monitor.
It's the monitor tastes like battery acid. It sustains you.
I lick some battery acid.
The battery acids taste
It's like
cream.
candy.
Ooh, I drink a bunch of battery acid.
If cream came out of a bum.
Oh.
So the
Tastes like preparation H.
yeah,
Wait.
that's fine. We can say preparation H.
Does your butt leak preparation H?
That's where it comes from.
No, cream that you put on your bum.
Oh,
Yeah, bum
no.
cream.
The point is that food and indeed water in Avernus tastes awful. It sustains you, but it does nothing more than that.
Right.
Everything here is a bit more painful. Everything here is a bit more irritating. Everything is filled with a bit more despair.
Oh.
Hell sounds like it sucks.
Yeah.
How injured are you all, by the way?
I'm on 10.
19, baby.
I'm pretty good. I got 35 left.
I'm on 28.
Damn
Okay,
it,
so-
you coward.
So Bethany's in a little bit of trouble, and all of you, it looks like it's early twilight, and there's nowhere that you can see particularly that. There's no sort of shacks or anything. This is just literally a garbage tip in the center of a plain that looks like it has been blasted by centuries of war.
Is there an office?
Yes, there's an office, Hing.
Well, who's running this?
Why don't you go to the office?
All right, I'll go to the office.
It's a mirage.
Oh.
Well, who's running this garbage tip?
Well, I guess the people that just dump stuff there using
No,
teleportation
but you know when you go
magic.
to when you go to the tip and there's like the surly man who weighs your car on the way in and on the way out.
Yeah, and
This
he's
is
like,
Satan in this case.
Yeah, where's Satan? Where's
Wow, the
that?
very
Where's
devil.
If you
Have you gotten to hell and be like, I want to speak to the manager?
I want to speak to the manager. Yes, this battery acid tastes like bum cream.
Make a religion check for me.
Come on, Daddy got a hot 4.
You have no idea, but
Oh no, 9 actually. My religion's +5.
very
9.
good. Bethany, you can make one if you want with advantage because this is something you would actually know.
Well, 9 doesn't give me anything.
9 is not very good. Hing.
More bum cream.
Oh, I only got 10s.
Ah, congratulations. 10 is enough.
Yay!
Damn it!
So you know that, for instance, the hierarchies are a big thing in hell. There's sort of hierarchies of devils going all the way up to the top, which is to say all the way to the bottom. On the first circle of Avernus, the archdevil Zariel rules, and she rules.
She rules.
So the legends say.
Dario rules.
From her floating fortress high above the sky. And in fact, you can see above you, omnipresent anywhere you go. Though there's no sun, there's no moon, you can see a black obsidian spike, almost like a sword blade with no handle, floating miles above you, which is presumably that floating fortress, with smaller ones dotted around on the horizon,
How far away is the floating fortress?
miles above you.
Okay.
All
At the
right.
very bottom of hell in the ninth circle, Asmodeus is the archlord of all devils and all evil in all the 9 known worlds.
oh, he's like the boss. He's Satan,
Yes.
right?
Archmodius?
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus.
And he is Zariel's boss. But
Right.
you will find that there are chains of leadership that go all the way up the chain.
Okay.
Is Modius Latin for cream?
You're saying if his name is Asmodeus?
Yeah, is it ass cream, Dave?
I scream, you scream. Yours scream, I scream.
Okay. So
What's when Bethany just stands up and dusts herself off and without talking to anyone just walks west.
Okay, well, it's getting quite...
Wait. How does West work?
if there's no sun?
That's a good question.
Are there magnetic poles?
Oh, hang on. I'm going to try be a DM. There's a sun, but it's made of boiling wee.
You want to keep doing this DMing?
Yeah, and there's and you look up in the clouds. The clouds are bones.
Cannon.
And you think, that's a nice tree, and you go over to the tree, and it's
what
got
is
a
it?
rude word carved on it.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's
That's
a normal
fine.
tree.
It's a nice
Regular
tree.
tree.
There's peaches on it.
Yep.
Wait, rude pictures?
Very rude peaches. Like a bug.
DMing.
Did you get that out of your system?
I did.
All right.
It was good.
It's very difficult to navigate in Avernus. You can just walk away, but again, it's getting close to nightfall.
She
Okay.
walks away.
So-
She's just like,
Okay, so Bethany picks herself up, quite obviously injured.
She's like, what?
forget this.
Bethany picks herself up quite obviously injured and just starts to walk off, leaving the three of you behind.
We should race after
I think
her.
Kit sort of runs after her.
Okay, well, all right.
All right, so
But I think reads that she needs some space and kind of walks like sort of 10 paces behind.
so Kit picks up and without saying anything to the two of you either.
I'm just
starts
gonna have
to set
a
off.
quick look at the garbage pile to see if there's anything good.
Okay, make for me an investigation check.
That's 14. I think with Items of Minute, I might get advantage on these, do I?
Yes, you do.
Cool.
For junk retrieval?
Ooh,
That's nat 20.
20.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, you got a 20. All right, do you know what I'm going to let you do for a
Hopefully
20?
some more ice cream.
No, I did say that there are cursed magical items.
Ooh!
So this is how they
Ooh!
gets rid of them. So they won't
Dip
hurt
in the
you.
bag! Dip in the
No,
bag!
I will give you a dip in the bag, but I do want you to understand because I don't want you being upset about this and
No, Dad, just
suggesting.
don't know the consequences. Just do it now.
You often tell me that I have you've called me a dog on more than one occasion, and you've often said that I trick you.
Have you done something dog-like, though, to deserve being called a dog?
I'm trying to tell you something, but I will just
Were you
give you a
eating
dip. Do you want me to
treats?
just give you a dip in the bag?
No, tell me the thing, but I won't listen.
Okay. That's, a compromise is all I want. We're meeting each other halfway. So this is where they dump cursed magic items. So I will give you a dip in the bag, but then we will give it a cursed property from the Dungeon Master's Guide.
This is boring. Give me the dip!
All right. Behind you will see a
The
pile.
box of magic,
Magic
items.
items cards?
This is every magic item from the core books and from Xanathar's Guild to everything. I've got them shuffled so that they're not in order. What we're going to do is...
Gimme.
No. We're going to do this section by section. We thought about this for podcast too. So, I'm going to first of all ask you, do you want the left or the right pile?
I would like your left.
Okay, excellent.
No, your left is that one.
It is your.
Hey, Dave, are you
No,
going to
I knew I was holding it upside down. Oh, fine.
Dave learned card tricks at the Magic Castle, don't forget. So now he knows. Don't trust
Oh, yeah,
him.
no forcing cards.
Oh. All right.
No,
Wow,
promise
wow,
me, Dave, you're
wow.
not going to do any sneaky magic stuff on this.
How many people watching this stream right now can do magic tricks? Just out of
Be
interest.
honest.
F in the chat.
F in
if
the
you
chat.
can.
Yeah, F
F
in
in
the
the
Close
chat.
hand magic.
All right, I want you, Hing, to cut this once and then give me one side of it, your choice.
Ooh, this one has
You don't-
something. This one has something called Talisman of Ultimate Evil, so I want that side.
All right. I'm going to put that back in the deck somewhere.
Come on, dip in the bag.
Now, give me a number between 1 to 6, and then I will take that many cards off the top, and
Good
you
juggle.
get the next card.
Ugle.
No, let's go. Okay.
Just close your
3.
eyes.
3. All right, and this lets me show you some of the.
So it's
things
1, 2,
you
3,
didn't
and then I get the 4th card.
Okay, so these are the things that you don't get. All right, first of all, just so we understand. All right, you don't get 1, a cloak of displacement.
Who cares?
You don't get 2, a filter of love, probably for the best.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get 3, an oil of etherealness, which means you get the card that is underneath this.
Come on, dip in the bag, which is a potion of clairvoyance. Who cares? Aw.
But isn't it cursed?
Yeah,
It
it's
is
a cursed potion of clairvoyance.
clairvoyance.
When you drink this potion, you gain the effect of clairvoyance spell. What does that mean?
Well, it means that clairvoyance is like the ability to.
See into
the future.
Ooh, okay.
Why don't you drink it and find out?
Now you can only see into the past.
What's the curse property?
You won't know until you drink it, obviously.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give it to someone else as a trap then.
Smart. Okay, Bushu is standing around, and Frieza's looking through garbage, and Bethany has strode off, and Kit has strode off after her.
Yep.
Hey, everybody, don't abandon me. I don't know who to blame for this, but I'm upset. I just want to say that. I don't have... Wait. Frieza, come on, let's go.
What?
Well, are you...
Frieza pulls his head out of like a rusty fantasy oven.
What, are you just going to stay on this garbage pile forever?
What do you reckon this potion is?
I don't know.
Okay.
What,
try
should
it.
we stay here? No, what?
No, we gotta go find the other guys.
Okay, come on then, let's go. Where are we heading though? Look, I can't help but think that this is all your fault.
Well, why would you blame me about name one reason why it's my fault?
Well, I was doing fine in my life, okay? And then you came out of prison or whatever, and then I came to pick you up, and then, now here we are. Now here we are in hell, and it's well, wherever it is we are, I assume it's hell. I assume from the accompanying source books that we're running from that we're in the first layer of hell. Yeah, it's a big wee sun. All the bones are clouds, and vice versa. It's terrible.
Look at that tree over there. It's got a rude word on it.
Yeah. And I yelled to Kit.
You're yelling loud enough for him to hear you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you can hear? Yep. When
Yep.
you yell.
Wet up.
The kid stops and just like beckons him over.
I will also say that when you do, you notice something strange, which is that you meant to yell loud enough just to be heard, but because this is a big, vast, empty place, it booms unnaturally. The sound of your yelling, and it sort of echoes around the place.
Kit.
And you can actually hear the scattering of like distant carrion.
Okay, what are we doing? Where are we walking? This is no plan. Is not a good plan.
I would say that we need to stick together first and foremost, but I also think that Bethany needs time.
Yeah, right.
I don't think I don't know where that accent just came from. So why don't we stay together? We don't know what direction we're going in. We're just gonna see what we happen upon.
This is fucked.
Yeah. I mean, it is less than ideal, but do our horses work in hell?
You can try. You haven't.
Internet.
All right. You say internet, and you throw down, and your horse poofs into experience.
It immediately catches on fire.
Yeah, no, seriously, its hoofs start to sizzle, and it's.
I go internet and
Yeah, you get the sense that they would not survive long
Okay,
down here.
all right.
Oh no! I guess we're walking, huh?
Bethany.
Frieza catches up.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Man, give us some space.
Sometimes it's good to talk about these things, you know? I spent 16 years in therapy.
Who are you?
Frieza, I'm not okay.
Okay. You've used 4 of your words. You get 10 more to
Is
talk
this
about
a
your
therapy
feelings.
thing?
I'm pretty sure I picked it up in therapy. You get 10 words to say your most powerful way of feeling, and then after that, you just push all the feelings back down.
Okay.
And that's how therapy works. Is mine.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's how therapy works. 10 words.
So
and then
your
push it
therapist
down.
tells you you're allowed to waste 10 words worth of her time being sorry for yourself, and then you're never allowed to bring it up again.
Look, my therapist currently isn't returning my calls, Dave, so let's not go too deeply into it. This is Frieza's therapist we were talking about, actually.
Paylor has abandoned me. There is no light left. Sad.
Oh no.
I know what it's like to be abandoned by a god. Mistra walked out on me as well.
Didn't you try and kill Mistra?
Okay, let's not. Who are you? Who is this character?
Is it a crow in the root tree?
Yeah, it's a crow in the rude tree.
Okay. Frieza flings his.
Yeah, actually,
flings
you know
his
what? There's so a little crow
I like this crow.
is whispering your doubts in your ear.
Frieza.
He's wearing pince noses.
Frieza flings his
beat.
dagger at the crow. He rolled a 14 plus 5, which is 19.
Oh, yeah.
You hit the crow. Yeah, roll for damage.
All right.
that?
What? Oh,
T4, T4.
T4, sorry.
T4, mate.
That's 4 plus 4. Yeah, it's 4 plus 2 is 6 damage.
Okay, that kills the crow, and it falls.
All right, hey.
It falls off the tree past the rude word. But as it falls, it cackles to itself in a way that seems to be laughing. And two,
You think you've killed me, and in many ways you have. But I'll have the last laugh.
Pull this tree.
and from the noise of the cackling, more of these little raven-like crows start a
Raven-like crows.
Blackbirds is what I'm trying to say.
What is the collective word?
It's like that. It's like that
raven
great,
of crows.
It's like that wonderful C.S. Lewis thing. Why is a raven like a bird?
They alight on the tree, and these raven-like crows. In many ways, crows look at you again, Frieza. Bethany, you, by the way, can't understand anything that these crows are saying. Frieza seemed to just spin around and throw a dagger at a bird. But you hear these new birds, Frieza, and one of them says, "Yes, you've had friends once, didn't you? But they abandoned you too." And the other one says, "Killed a god, failed to achieve any sense of power, abandoned by your family even."
One of them flaps real close to your ear and goes, "Weird chongas."
The Frieza would recognize the language then. Are they speaking Infernal?
They seem to be speaking common.
Common.
Oh.
But why can't Bethany understand?
I
To
think
your
it's a little
mind.
message just to you, buddy.
So it's not beast speak?
Okay. Well.
You can sense that there's magic. It's like they're communicating to you telepathically.
All right, beef babes. Huddle up.
So you're just ignoring the birds?
No, I'm going. Look. I know this sounds crazy, but I can. These birds are talking to me, and I can understand them.
Well,
Okay?
yes,
No,
birds have a language of their own. Often song is the way they communicate with each
But
other.
the thing is, I know that the way we get out of this is by killing all these birds. So
Wait, get out of what?
I doubt that very much.
Get back to heaven? We'll just kill some birds in a tree with a rude word written on it.
I just killed one, and it made me feel all right. So let's kill as many birds as we can. And then
By the way, you don't feel all right. If anything, you feel worse. But go on.
well, no, emotionally. No, emotionally, I feel worse. I'm going to roll for this, Dave. How do I feel? Is this healthy? 18.
Does your
All right.
therapist also get you to roll for
All right.
feelings?
Ken, she hasn't spoken to me in a while.
I'm just saying, yeah, you killed the bird. More birds are here, and the other one. So they're just flapping around you, and they're just reminding you of your failures.
Get away from me, you stupid crows. There's more daggers where that came from.
Oh, man. Why did we...
8 plus 5 is 13. Does that hit?
What are you doing? What is what hit?
The crow that said I had a weird chongus.
Okay, but what are you doing to it?
I'm daggering.
Your dagger's under the tree.
I'll go get it and I'll stab it then.
All right, so
They're pulling out of the first bird.
Frieza walks over to the bird, grabs another bird. What did you roll? 18?
8 plus 5 is 13.
Throws a dagger, misses, screams at himself, and he's just walking around trying to grab his dagger and throwing at these birds while the three of you are watching from a distance.
I want to go examine the tree with the rude word written on it.
You want to see what it is?
Yeah, I want
Rude
to see what
word
the rude word is. I want to know.
Make a little investigation check.
Oh, that's a hot 4. Yep, that's it.
Yeah,
4.
It's it doesn't seem
It's not that rude.
The tree that Frieza described as that tree over there with the rude word on it doesn't seem to have anything written on it
Oh,
at all.
so he seems like he's losing his mind. Hey, Frieza, snap out of it.
No,
Snap-
the birds are talking to me though.
Yeah, what are they saying?
One of them said I had a weird chongus.
Yeah, accurate?
Another one said I'd killed a god or something and I'd never achieved anything.
This sounds like an internal monologue. This isn't birds. There are no birds talking.
Puts his hand in his pocket. He's like, Frieza, I think I got something here you may have lost. This handful of marbles.
Oh, wow, he zinged you.
Are those marbles real?
Yes, they're magic.
Mime marbles.
They're my marbles.
Okay.
Mama.
Marbles.
Invisible marbles.
Well, do I? Or don't I?
While this argument is happening, can you all make for me a perception check?
Okay, what do I perceive?
Oh, who's got the cloak?
I do still. It's
So
still on
advantage
my body.
Perception.
Oh, I get advantage.
I got a 5.
Oh,
I got a 1.
7 and a 2 is 8.
Oh wow, terrible.
19.
Okay, Frieza, you're the only one that notices, once again, something that only you can see, but this perhaps more important because you suddenly notice that there is rumbling towards you a flurry of smoke on the road that is getting closer, that's about to come to you.
There's a road.
Yeah, so there's like roads everywhere. Like I said, these are old abandoned battlegrounds.
How many lanes are we talking?
It's one lane.
It's quite a narrow road.
Is it like an asphalt or a concrete pave?
There are a couple of roads leading up to this
Okay.
trash heap, actually, in
Okay.
different directions. And they're not paved roads. They're just clearly big vehicles have traveled up
All right.
forward.
Frieza's going to climb to the top of the trash heap so he has height on whichever person
You're
he has
just
to
going to
fight.
leave these three?
Yeah, well, he's going to see. Be like,
So you guys are now about an hour away from the trash heap because you were walking to west.
Oh,
You're near the tree.
Oh, okay. I'll climb the tree then.
Okay, so
Are you telling us what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go like point up like that and start climbing. What's the climbing check?
14.
Athletic.
What do I use?
Athletics.
Athletics. Ooh, 9.
All right, you fail and you land, but you don't even climb up enough to hurt yourself, and you can't get up. You indicate, and with your puny little elven arms, you try to lift yourselves up, but you can't. And then up drives a wagon.
And one of the birds, by the way, is like, "Lol, climb much?"
yeah. Don't forget that the birds are still here, Ben. So anytime you want to jump in, when you think of something that Hing did bad in the last 4 years, just dive in there. Suddenly, up rumbles a wagon, big and infernal and imposing, kind of about the size of a small school bus, but covered in strange engines with smoke coming out of different areas. The entire canopy of it has been cut away, and there are small gibbering imps all around it, including one with a big pair of goggles, like aviator goggles, who's sitting behind a wheel, and on the back of this thing is a large gantry crane with a rope and what looks like a kind of mechanical claw that is just trailing in the dirt behind it, and it rumbles and lurches to a stop at the foot of your tree.
How big is this truck?
Like I said, a
School bus.
small school bus.
A small school bus.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
not
sure.
like, for clarity, I hate to tread on your toes here, but
No.
when you say small school bus, you could go to the place like the magic school bus and
Yeah.
get so small that it can fit the human
Yeah,
body.
yeah.
Do you
So-
hate to turn on? I really.
So I
you know
ju-
what I'm angry about is
Is one of
you don't
these
do this very
Yeah.
often, but I really thought that was a serious question.
Yeah, I got to say, when you were like, "Oh no, go ahead," I did feel like a pang of guilt.
Yeah,
Gotta
I
involve-
followed the bus.
Got to involve Ben. He doesn't do the stream very much.
I mistake the bus for a Cheeto.
There is
I'm
about
the Arnold in the situation.
there's about space. There's
He's
only
the
actually
student who swallowed the school bus.
there's only 4 imps on it, including the driver. There's probably space for about 8. So if that gives you a size of the bus.
Bethany pulls out her chain and sort of swings it around her head
The
in
spike
a
chain.
slow and menacing way.
Ooh.
All right. The driver sees you and puts his hands up with his face cracks open into a big grin, and he sort of puts his hands up in kind of mock surrender, looks at you, spits, gets out of the car, and walks towards you, while the others kind of stay holding on to it from a distance.
Oh no, you got me with that chain. Oh, I'm pooping in my pants. Oh no. I'm not really scared. I was
You wearing pants?
no. Oh, I'm not. No, but it's a turn of phrase, and my point was, sorry, I've really stuffed up beginning.
He nervously looks back at the 3 imps that work for him, looks back at you guys.
I meant what I'm trying to convey is I'm not worried about that chain or any of you.
Is
Really.
this an imp?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's a small
All right.
sort of devil, tiny in fact. So this is, as I said, it's quite a small little bus. It's about
That size of a
now that I think about it,
blood vessel.
No, so it could actually fit 8 like halflings. This bus. It's quite. That's as if you give us.
Or
a
four
The
picture.
short
holding.
bus.
Sorry.
Oh, for Holland.
No. It could have 8 small seats. It could, but it's only populated at the moment by these tiny imps.
Could the 6 of us fit into could it fit
Yeah,
the bus?
it would be tight. It's quite luxurious for them. It would be
Shotgun.
Hey,
What
hey,
do you mean shotgun?
Well, just if we're going in the bus, I've called shotgun.
Nobody's going in the bus. It's my bus. Thanks very much.
how much you want for your bus?
No, it's not for sale, I'm afraid. But
Go on. Everything has a price.
all right.
We want to go to Zariel.
You want? Well, yeah, and I'd like a hat made of rubies.
Well, why don't you get one?
Well, because I don't think I could pull it off.
I feel like your imp is losing control of the situation.
No, what do you mean you couldn't pull it off? I think it'd suit your head. It'd really bring out the rest of your tattered and burning skin.
I mean, that's not the point.
Look, and the thing is, if something's too tight, don't force it.
I'm just saying I don't want. I feel like again I've sort of lost the thread of this.
Would this be a hat with lots of rubies on it, or would this be a hat made of rubies?
I think we need to move past that. Look, my name is Phil.
Phil?
Phil?
Yep.
Phil.
You told me to come up with a name, and then I
Yep, I
forgot.
Your name is Phil.
I couldn't come up with
Phil the imp.
I couldn't come up with a
Your name
fantasy
is-
name in time.
It's Phil, which is short for Philip.
No, it's short for Philip.
Philip.
All right, his name
Philip.
is Philip.
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 Philip. I like Philip. Philip.
Okay, well, how about you just take us to Zariel in your bus then?
I don't really have a direct line with. I did get a promotion the other day, which was
You have a
exciting.
card?
Sorry,
You have a card?
I
A business
do.
card?
Yeah, it has my old position on it.
Well, what's it?
So I'll just. Do you have a pen? Do you have a pen? I could change the deed.
I don't have a pen.
Oh, I don't want to give you that. It's not my job anymore. So.
the old card.
No.
Is your contact information the same?
It's the same, but I don't want you to look at it and go, "Oh, it's the assistant bus driver," because I'm not. I'm the bus driver. So
What happened to the bus driver?
He-
bus driver.
He was eaten by a hell monster.
Oh, no.
So Philip is a scavenger, and in fact, that's also the name of this vehicle. The four of them are working for a gang. This is pretty typical, a war band that is in
Working with a gang.
yeah, they're working. Okay,
Well,
with
who-
a gang.
Who signs the paychecks?
The gang does.
Well,
But,
that's if you're working for them.
well, it's actually sort of
not
like a-
actually paychecks either. As well, you're bonded under threat of pain or torture to the gang's boss.
Yeah, and every about week they give us a thing that says they won't do that. And that goes straight in the bank.
Says they might not.
Might not do
Thank you
that.
very much.
You can bank that.
Make that
Bank
to the pocket.
and you can bank on that.
That's a really good positive attitude.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, you don't have to be cursed for eternal damnation to work here, but it helps.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, they are. They are. These imps are enslaved by a warband who are called the Riders of Doom, and which he goes on to explain. And they have been sent because they saw that the great hellmouth above this garbage tip opened up, and they've come to Skid Row for scavenging. And as they do, every time they find humanoids that have been banished to Skid Row, they're there because they know that you are walking dead. You're miles away from any settlements. You presumably will have very little food and water, so they're there. And if you're weak, to enslave you or to offer you some kind of help for a large fee.
Oh,
It's typical of the kind of business that they do here.
Does Philip explain all that to us?
He does.
Don't enslave us.
Oh, yeah, if I had $1 for every time I heard that, I'd have a hat made of rubies that I'd keep in the cupboard.
Look,
because I don't
Phil-
have anything that goes with that.
Philip, there's some kind of mistake has been made here. It's some kind of clerical error. We are not
Clerical error.
we are not of this place. We are not of this place. We've kind of been mistaken identities. Everyone thought that we kind of did some bad stuff. That's not us. Certainly not me. I was
Oh,
not.
don't. What does
No,
that mean?
it was not us. Okay, it was not us, but especially not me because I'm an innocent. As you can tell, I'm a being of the Feywild. This is not my plane. I repeat, not my plane. What plane are we on? Where are we? What is this place? It's the Hells. Okay, it's Hell. Anyway, if you could take us to a place like a teleportation circle or something like that where we could just get off this plane, that would be so nice of you, please.
He starts to laugh, and all of the imps behind him start to laugh as well.
What are you laughing? Why are you? What is funny?
Oh, we'll do that right away. Again, I don't think you're really getting my sarcasm. Is this a cultural thing? Because I feel like I'm explaining myself a lot.
And so he calls out, and he calls out, "Oi, Rocco, Aggro, Big Ted," and the three
What?
Rocco, Aggro, and Big Ted.
Okay.
Which are and three. By leaving one of the imps, the other three sort of scurry forward.
Is Big Ted bigger than the other ones?
When you ask him,
Why is your name Big Ted?
Well, my name's Theodore, and I'm a little bit smaller than everybody else, so it's a bit of
actually, back at the Riders of Doom, there's another imp. They call him Ted.
yeah. And then they call Little Ted, and he's enormous. So they do have a sense of humour. It's nice. It's you know. If it's not an ideal job, but it's nice that we can have a laugh.
What
are you
is
working
your
for?
ideal job?
Ideal job? Oh, I'd like to be a botanist.
Oh,
Well, there's a tree over here you can have a look at.
And Philip calls out and he says, "Oi, Big Ted, the stack!" And the rest of it he follows the other imps as they scurry over to Skid Row and they start In the distance, you can see them. They're pulling out sacks and they're sort of sorting through the garbage that's come through while he looks at you.
How, pray tell, would you try to enslave us if that was your inclination?
Just to Big Ted or to
Philip.
Philip? Oh, I don't know. Probably do it by force.
He probably won't, though. To be honest, these are imps, and they can see that you are armed adventurers.
Yeah, look, I'll be honest with you, man. I don't want to. I was sort of doing a bit of big talk then, just before to, make aggro and Rocco and Big Ted. I got a promotion. I've got to be a big guy. But honestly, we're just here to scavenge, and you guys can be on your way if you want.
Well, I found something when I was scavenging earlier, and I found something that might interest you. Ever seen a potion of clairvoyance before?
Yes.
Yeah. That's all magic items, the kind of things you look for.
Yeah.
So his eyes and his little ears perk up.
So I mean, we could trade this for a lift. On your ride in the scavenger bus.
Well,
We could take you back to the camp. You could meet the big man.
Frieza makes eye contact with everyone else. Thoughts?
Yeah, good idea as any.
Sure, why not?
Yep.
Why not?
The only thing is,
Again, your options are. I mean, obviously you could take the bus by force, but your options are a bit limited because
We don't know where to take it.
No, I was going to say. Well, also you are just walking through the desert essentially.
Yeah.
I will give you this in exchange for a ride. You give the four of us a ride to the camp or the town or whatever is the closest to.
You're a bit tired, so make a quick dexterity check for me. DC 14.
Yeah, nailed it. 18.
Okay, cool. As you're going for the potion, you feel and you realize also you have the soul coin in your pocket. But
DOS.
no, you only have one. He has two.
Oh no, I gave him. He can have two. That's
You've
fine.
given two now.
Well, I guess I got one then. Is that right?
Don't think that's what happened, but if
No,
you're
it
not
was because I got a dip in the bag.
Well,
You just got one, didn't you?
Yeah.
He gave me two.
Oh.
that's fine. I
Um,
got a sweet magic item. I don't care.
so yeah, but you don't. You managed to hide it in your pocket.
Cool.
Hmm.
But I'll let you drink half of this now and then half at the end, or I'll give you the whole thing at the end.
well, no, I'll take it. I'm not going to drink it. I have to give it back to the big man.
Okay. Well, yeah. You can take it from us when we get there.
Oh, yep. All right. Perfect.
Not necessarily. Make a persuasion check because he has a bit more power than you in this situation. Hing
11.
11. So yeah, he looks at you.
Oh no, sorry. 13.
13. He looks at you and he's like, "Why don't you give us the potion now, and we won't drive away and leave you to die."
I don't respond well to threats.
All right. Well, how do you respond to dying in the Hell Desert?
How do you respond to dying in the Hell Desert?
Not well. That's why I've got a bus and a bunch of mates to work with.
Are they armed?
Yeah, they're imps. They've got wicked claws. Some imps know magic. You fought imps before in Elysium. They're not hugely violent or scary. They're very low-level monsters, essentially. So, yeah, they're not like a huge insurmountable threat that you know of. There might be some trick to the bus, and there might be some trick to some magic items that they have.
Can I try and cast command on Philip?
You certainly can.
So I walk up to him and I say,
If you want to make a little wisdom save, Ben.
I say, relent. Is that a bit broad?
It's a bit broad.
8.
He's going to fail this.
No.
So, yeah, okay, well, is that your word? That was your choice?
Yeah, like relent to us, to the potion thing and us getting in the car and all the rest of it.
All right, I'll let you do it this time, but normally, just so you're aware, the charm magic of a command only works for a second. It's much better for things like drop or fall or run than...
Is she still magic?
Agree.
Oh, that's actually a really good question. Yeah, so you say relent, and you hold up your hand, and he looks at you.
All right. I am Philip. Relent. Nice to meet you.
No, jump.
No.
And then she sort of pats her. So have I?
Your holy symbol is gone. It was ripped off by King Priest Minos.
Damn it!
And it was left in Elysium. So without your holy symbol, but it feels also like there's a bigger problem than that. Here at Avernus, having been betrayed by the head of your religion, your faith has been shook to the core. And the familiar ease with which you accessed divine magic is not working for you. And suddenly, another bird alights.
Is Frieza whispering that?
Another bird alights on the tree that you hadn't spotted before, and it looks at you, and it says, "Tiefling spawn."
21.
No, this is her.
Oh, no, but sorry, okay, it says tiefling spawn, wicked, and then thunk. A dagger flies into it, and it's nailed to the tree. And Frieza goes, "No, wait, that one wasn't talking."
Sorry. I heard it crowing and I thought it was going to say something mean about my chongus, and then I just reacted. Why, was it talking to you? Was that
Yes.
Thank
you, Frieza. Thank you.
Yeah. You wanted me to kill that bird? That's why I did it. Okay. Frieza goes and picks his dagger up out of the bird.
One of the imps gives a whistle, and they nod, and Philip nods back at them, and they start dragging the sack back. It seems that whatever they've come for, they're done. The one that was left at the truck starts to rev up the engine.
Which one's that? Is that Agro or Rocco?
Agro, Rocco, and Big Ted went there, which means that Humphrey B. Bear stayed in the truck.
Okay.
Is Humphrey B. Bear also an imp?
Yeah, but he's a half bear imp.
Oh, he's
the
half.
biggest one.
Which half?
Oh.
But no, yeah. He's wearing no pants. He's wearing a waistcoat and a
Just
little
like
hat.
very downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're hitching a ride.
Kit goes over
Hey,
to the ones dragging the sack and
You know how... Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, just offers to carry the bag. Allow me to assist you in this.
You're trying to convince one of them to let you carry the sack. He sort of shies away from you nervously and hisses at you.
Wow, we're all friends here. We're hitching a ride with you. Allow us to show you a little thanks.
Make a persuasion check.
That's a 1.
He spits on you and then throws the sack.
And that was Big Ted.
Yeah. Big Ted
Oh,
spits
he's
at
the
you,
nicest of them.
throws the sack up to Humphrey B. Bear, and then jumps up onto the engine, which is about to leave now. While Philip looks at the bottle. You gave it to him?
No,
so he just looks at the bottle.
Take it. You can take it. I'm holding it.
All right, last chance to get on the bus. I don't want to highlight things too drastically, but you're not really in a bargaining position. So give us that,
Okay,
hop
let's
on
do it.
board and let's go.
All right, we get on.
I'm jumping on the bus.
Not
20.
until he gives us the bus,
Okay.
I'm afraid.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
Okay, Frieza puts his first foot onto the bus and then hands it, and then as he puts his second foot onto the bus, he kind of puts it into his hand, and then he takes it and he gets on the bus. Just real Indiana Jones kind of scenario.
Yeah, totally.
There.
Okay.
Making sure I'm not betrayed at all. What? You would do the same? Just give an imp in the deserts of hell. You just give an imp a clairvoyant potion.
I've just been spat on by imp, so I would not give it the time of day.
Bethany hops onto the bus as well, following Frieza.
Yep, okay, so you're all getting onto the bus?
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like jumps on the back.
Has this bus got a bomb on it? Does it not slow down?
I was thinking that's the special thing about
Yeah,
this bus.
yeah.
If it goes below 60 miles an hour,
All right, so yeah, if you're just joining in, this is Dragon Friends, where we are on our way to hell. You're playing Descent into Avernus from Baldur's Gate.
we're in hell now.
Are in hell, and
We're in
as you
hell now.
ride across the horizon, Bethany Smiles and your cohort, you see this land, as I said, is completely destroyed. A huge river of fire runs through it. Huge floating citadels float above, but there is no sun or sky to be or moon to be seen.
What about the Wii Sun?
What about the Wii Sun?
Well, it's
Also, how is
Sun
it getting
made of
darker
Wii, sun
before?
made of Wii, and the clouds made of bones.
Canon, he said it.
was it canon? Because
He did say canon.
I just
The
feel
clouds
like
are made of bone. The sun is made of
I
wood.
just feel like we are showcasing an official Dungeons and Dragons adventure. What people see in this stream,
no,
they
no.
have reason to believe is in the core book.
But we said it wasn't going to be. We said it was going to be a spoilers-free stream.
Joe-
So people will be
Yeah.
like, "Look, I know they've got a Wii Sun. I don't want it to be spoiled for the kind of sun."
When you play this game, you can have a sun made out of any fluid you like.
Yeah,
And that's
Joe-
one of the most
no,
Any fluid.
anyone.
But on
Poo.
in
Bum
this,
cream.
Joe Manganiello of Movie Land fame is one of the writers on this, and
It's true.
he specifically made the choice
the
for the sun was made of
All
Wii
right,
for
all
this.
right, well-
But it's like, I don't want to fight his artistic
Did Joe
integrity.
Manganiello really write on this
He's
thing?
in
Yeah,
Whoa, do all the characters have huge muscles? Take their clothes
some
off?
of them
Someone
do.
tweet at Joe Manganiello and ask him why he made the sun made out of wood.
I think
Yeah.
that would be really baffling to Joe Manganiello.
Hey, Joe, quick question.
Why is the sun in a furnace made out of Wii?
So, as you ride across, you can see there are puddles of demonic ichor on the ground. There are rotting trees. The sun is made of weed.
Does the
Clouds
Oh,
made
does
of
everything kind of
bones.
smell like hot weed?
Yes,
the
so-
Yeah, it
hot
tastes like
weed?
sulfur. It's
Yeah,
sulfurous.
It's sulfurous.
Sulfur,
That's
yeah, yeah.
sulfurous. That's where it comes from. And it's like, Yeah, it's boiling wee. It's
Oh, wait,
really.
Are you in DM mode?
Yeah, it's spooky.
And Rocco, who is sitting next to you, Kit, looks at. Sorry, yes.
Oh, no,
You have a serious
I
question.
got a question for all the scientists in the chat. Does we have a higher or lower boiling temperature than water?
Great question.
Lower.
Do get back to
I'm
me.
going to say it's almost certainly lower because it's going to have a higher salt content than water.
And
Oh.
salt would mean...
It's way salty.
Is a lower... Wait, is it?
I feel like it's got salt.
What doesn't your body take in the salts because it needs them?
But also chuck some out.
Yeah, the
Oh.
excess.
I guess it depends on how much salt... It probably depends on how much boiling water you
This is a
drink.
really important opportunity for us. Okay? So if,
Oh, yes, all the scientists in the chat are backing me
Yes.
up. Okay, we're
Out
on
of
the
all
bus.
the flavors, what is we closest to? Do you think it's more sour or more salty or more sweet or
I
more
honestly think it depends on what-
umami?
We is umami. We is umami.
It really depends on what you ate or drank.
The sixth taste.
Umami
We-
Piss is the name of my punk band.
Okay.
Umami Piss is the name of my restaurant. No one comes to it. Hey, have you guys been to Umami Piss? It's got great reviews on TripAdvisor.
Oh.
Don't get the
No, it was overrated.
don't get the soup dumpling.
So, Rocco, what does he say?
Oh, is he wearing a hat? A little bus driver hat?
no, so the one that's driving again is Philip, and yes, he has a little scarf and a little bus driver's hat, and he has goggles on. And you all
But
wish,
the hat does not have rubies on it.
no, and
Okay.
you wish that you had goggles too, because sand is whipping up as it drives, and it's getting in your
Does
eyes.
Dragon Boy have like a secondary pair of like translucent eyelids?
Oh, Bushu,
Yeah.
do I have a nictitating membrane?
Yeah, you.
Nictitating?
Where the do you come up with it?
Science
No,
is
that's a
bad.
real thing.
All right.
It's a nictitating. It's like a.
Yeah, you
Birds
have,
have them.
you
Lizards
have a
have them.
nictitating
The guy in Red
membrane.
and Black 1 has them.
Do I, as a tiefling, what would I have?
You have a nictitating membrane.
Hell yeah, really?
No, not really.
Oh, come
Oh,
on,
cats have
Dave.
those, I think.
Don't dangle that in front
Yeah,
of me.
maybe.
You.
What is this?
Tiefling.
Lizards have real big ones.
Oh, is it in like little eyes that come out?
What?
Oh.
No.
What is this membrane you're talking
I
about?
love it when I'm not the dumb one.
What do you
Get
mean?
him!
What do you mean eyes that come out? Are you thinking of a snail?
Or,
You think an
or an
stalks?
alien?
I-
Although-
We just described something that we said. We said in this room that it was famously something that dragons, lizards, and cats have. Do you think we meant eye stalks?
Well, some cats. No, not cats. But some dragons and some lizards have it.
And how many cats?
Well, well, I don't know. Maybe
Lizards
cat-
don't have eye stalks.
Cats don't have eyes. Stop talking.
Dragons don't have eye stalks.
Only snails have eye stalks.
I think you've all got a really Western view of what dragons look like, all right? In other parts of the world, dragons famously have eye stalks. Back me up, chat. Back me
Yeah,
up.
eye stalks, a shell, mucus following behind them, about this big.
They live in their shells, obviously.
Yeah. I hear if dragons are attacking your lettuces, you just put some salt on it.
Yeah.
Keeps the dragons away.
So Rocco says,
Rocco's looks at you and he says, "You're far away from home. What brings you to the blasted plain, eh?"
But it sounds like you're far away from home. What brings you to the blasted plain, eh?
a series of misadventures. We will not be here long.
Ha! That's what everybody says. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to do a Rocco from Rocco's Modern
Oh,
Life.
you are too. Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
But what that is, that's an American doing an Australian accent, and it comes out New Zealand.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
an Australian doing an American doing an
If
Australian.
any Americans, first of all, go to bed. But if any Americans were watching this, most of the imps are named after Australian TV
Yeah.
animated characters.
Scavenging Day
The
is a
1990s.
very dangerous day.
See, what it
yeah.
sounds to me like you're
Chuckle.
doing is childhood Michael Caine.
I actually thought what he was doing was the Prince and the Pauper trying to be a pauper.
Yeah, that was played by childhood Michael Caine.
What does Rocco's friend? He's like, oh, hey, Rocco.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Rocco. Yeah, a heifer? I don't
Heifer,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, heifer.
Frieza's going to go up to Philimp.
Yeah,
say,
Philip,
hey.
who's driving?
Hey, that's a nice hat there. Where'd you get that? Pretty cool.
And he taps a sign that says, "Don't talk to the bus driver."
Frieza's going to take out of his pocket one of the sun sapphires he's got and just sort of like glisten.
Where did you get a sun sapphire from?
I don't know, but I've got it written
Yes,
on
you
here.
stole
Yeah.
it from the eyes
Yeah,
of
he-
one of the
Oh, that's
statues.
true,
that's true.
No.
I'm gonna yeah.
War.
Didn't he have to put them back in there?
No, remember they asked you for them back.
Yeah, and he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I
So he
wouldn't-
got
that's-
cursed.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why-
you didn't do it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure, you still have it.
Yeah, so I'm going to be like, oh, this would look nice on your hat, wouldn't it?
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Eyes on the road.
Do I need to do a willpower saving throw or something?
He
or-
wants no. You can tell he's interested. So you're right that all these imps are always looking for things that they can give to their masters.
Oh, look, that'd be nice. What would you give me for this?
Oh, I don't know. Well,
Would you give me a go of the bus?
He looks at you and he says, what would you want for it?
Would you give me a go of the bus?
Oh,
I can give you more than just mortal thrill rides if you want. There are things far more powerful in this world
Ooh.
than a go on a bus.
In lieu of set your sights higher, Frieza. In lieu of a go on the bus, could you lift a curse on me?
oh, I can do a lot of things as an imp.
I can lift. What curse do you have on you? Actually, hang on a second. And he pulls out of a glove compartment a sort of strange magical device that through your glasses you can see has some kind of divination magic about it. And he essentially takes a Polaroid photo of you and a little runic stamped on a sheet of thin metal comes out and he looks at
And he
it.
goes, oofy, doofy.
Blood strife.
I got the old blood strife.
Yeah, someone didn't like you.
Well, the thing was, I was planning.
No one is driving the car, by the way.
Frieza just puts his hand on the wheel. The thing is, I was going to kill the person who gave me this curse,
Oh, yeah.
but then I ended up here instead.
Sure. Yeah.
So I have a feeling that the curse is. I feel it in my blood. I
Yeah.
guess.
He looks
Yeah.
at it and licks it and says, 19 hours, you're not going to be feeling very well if you don't show up on the blessed fields.
Yes, exactly. So, is there a way for me to get this lifted at all?
Give us the shiny boy and we'll have a chat.
Well, no. How do I know you can do it? It seems like a very powerful curse.
Oh, I can't do it, but give us the shiny boy. I can tell you how you can get it lifted.
Ooh. All right, Frieza's going to do an insight check to see if he's lying. Is it insight?
Yes, insight is correct.
18 plus insight. So I've smashed it, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you-
21.
You're right to be suspicious. Imps will always try to lead mortals down wicked paths, but they also want loot, and he seems to be exuding honesty out of his very pores.
Okay, I'll give him one of the sun sapphires.
Positively stinks with honesty.
I'll give him one of the sun sapphires. There's a chance. Do you want me to tape it to your hat for you?
No. Puts in his pocket.
He notices that you have a few more of them.
I've got one more.
Yeah. And he goes, when we head to camp, there's a figure I'm going to introduce you to. You should make friends with them. By the time we get to where we're going, I reckon they'll have someone to introduce you to.
So what you've told me is you're going to introduce me to someone, which I already knew, right? And then you've told me to be friends with them, which is just good practice in general. So you got to give me something more for the sun sapphire. Come on.
But he's already driving again, and he has it in his
He
pocket.
taps the sign again.
Bushu, I want to climb up on the roof of the bus.
Yep.
And see what I can see from this higher vantage point about like the terrain.
Okay, so
and-
like I said, there's no canopy, but you can sort of stand. You can
Right.
in your tiny form. There are sort of spokes
Yeah.
and banners coming off it, and you can
Okay.
perch up on the top of one of them. If you
Okay.
use your alter self.
Yeah, I'll do that. I can fly up pretty high above the bus too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's very, very smoky and dusty, and there are sort of meteors in the distance burning down on the road around you. And you up there means that you'll get early warning if anything comes. So I'll just leave
Okay.
you up there for now.
Can I get Kit to hold onto a rope, and I can hang onto the rope so I can be like a kite?
Like
I'll be
a tiny kite.
Yes, you can glide
Like
at the
for
back.
windsurfing?
Yeah.
Paragliding.
Yeah,
Paragliding.
or
And
like
make for me a perception check, just for
and like
future.
the shoe in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Okay, cool.
13.
Yes, thank you. What about you, Bethany? What are you doing?
I'm gonna talk to Big Ted.
Okay, Big Ted, who is again, I cannot stress enough, rather small.
Oh, got it. Thanks. She goes, were you born here or what?
Oh, yeah, I was raised here. Oh, not here on the bus. No, out of town. Moved into the city to sort of try and learn a trade. And then ended up working for a gang.
What trade were you trying to learn?
Botany?
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I remember from earlier.
Yeah, not
Um,
really a trade, I suppose. More a sort of academic pursuit.
Once I used to be trying to do stuff too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Not a lot of that here.
trying to do stuff.
Yeah.
What is it mostly?
Oh, running from things. Toiling.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of toiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May I ask a question?
Oh, hi.
Now, you're working for the gang. How does one become a member of the gang?
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to kind of be inducted into the inner sanctum, really. Rites, rituals. I've actually been thinking about applying myself.
And what does an application take?
Oh, there's a few things you got to do. One of them is just kill someone who's really important to you. And I've been thinking about that, and I don't really want to do that.
Who is that? Is that little Ted?
Yeah, that's little Ted.
Do
You
you
know.
want to kill him because you think you couldn't?
Well, yeah, there's that as well. He's very big. Did I tell you about that joke, guys? Because I'm big Ted, but I'm, as you can see, quite little.
Yeah, you told us.
While this conversation is happening, you, with that perception check from earlier,
Oh, yeah.
suddenly notice something, which is that the whole scavenger vehicle is being followed by dark shapes that are above you and about 100 feet away. None of the imps seem to have noticed yet.
On the ground or in the air?
No, in the air.
Okay, I want to pull myself down the
Okay.
rope. My tiny arms.
Kit sees it and starts like.
Oh, he's pulling me down.
pulling him in.
Woo! And then I can pull my wings in so I can dive. Yeah, that's how things that can fly can go down quick.
And things that can't fly can also.
Yeah, they go down. I can't get down.
He's pulling
Just,
also flying
Yeah,
while he's
exactly.
doing it?
If I just pull my wings in. Zoom.
No
Okay,
need to
great.
get stuck on this. Right, you make your way.
I come down to the ground.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
guys, there looks like there's some shapes, maybe more crows coming to us they're coming in, hey, Big Ted. Big Ted,
Oh, yeah?
what do you think, what are those things, over there?
And
Oh,
he-
flaming heck!
And he pulls out a little telescope and he looks and he shouts out, "Oh, Philip, we're being tailed, shadow demons!"
Oh, no, that doesn't sound very good. That doesn't sound very nice.
Is a shadow demon humanoid in nature, Dave?
It's yes, no, it's a fiend. It's a fiend.
So
Doesn't
not
count as humanoid?
a human.
No, it doesn't count as humanoids. Why are you always asking me that question?
So
If
we
I
can get-
if I kill a humanoid, I get bonuses.
You're really playing the wrong campaign, then, aren't you? Like, what you're saying is you really only want to kill humans.
No, well, yeah. no, but elves are humanoid, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
So you'll kill elves.
Oh, God.
You're not a monster.
Oh, I mean, I'll kill crows. You know, it doesn't matter to me. It's all meat.
So,
All me.
Philip sort of swears and he guns it, and the entire scavenger feels kind of like it's being torn apart by the pressure.
All right, guys, hold on to your bottoms.
It's not made
What he says.
to travel at this speed as it rocks itself around, and all of you quickly make dexterity checks
Oh, no.
to not fall off the side.
Oh, I thought we were making them to roll to
The saving
onto our
throw?
bottoms.
Just little dexterity saving throws. Yep.
6.
Fail.
5.
10.
4.
Oh my god. Okay. So 5 and 4. Who rolled 5 and 4?
No, well, 6 is tough.
So as soon as he guns it, Frieza and Bushu swerve to the side. As he swerves to the side, you fall out the sides.
Oh, no.
Presumably, Bushu could just like fly back.
Well, Bushu is all still holding onto the rope, so
Okay,
you're
yeah.
still trailing him. But Frieza falls off to the side.
He tucks and rolls.
Philip swears something in Infernal, but doesn't look like he's inclined to stop, and so we're going to go into combat.
Oh, no.
So I've got your initiative orders here, and the first one up is Kit Gingerson. So there's you're traveling at speed down the road.
Yep.
There are 2 what he's called shadow demons
Yep.
racing towards you, and these 2 have just fallen off the side.
Hey, Kit leans over the front over Philip's shoulder and like grabs the wheel and like yanks it to like do a U-turn.
Oh, boy, that sounds like you're going to roll a bus.
It does sound like you're gonna roll a bus. All right, make for me a dexterity check, opposed by Philip.
So I get to roll. On dexterity checks. I have a danger sense, so I can
Yeah, okay.
advantage on that. So that's 12.
Opposed by Philip.
10 plus.
Actually, no. So this is the strength check. So you got 12, and you got 10 minus 5.
Well, that was
Yes,
a dexterity
5.
check.
Oh, right. No. So make for me a strength check as well.
Strength.
Minus 2 for Philip.
You get advantage for that, too.
Yeah, that's a 14.
14.
14. Okay, so you In that case, you manage to pull the wheel, but you aren't able to keep control of the scavenger, and it tips on its side. And everybody that's still on the scavenger now make one more dexterity save, including all of our little imps.
Me as well? No, I'm already
I
off the
got a
bus. aren't I?
14.
Rocco.
You're gonna need to be 12.
Yeah, I'm good.
How much damage do we take for falling out of a bus?
Anyone who's fallen out of the bus so far takes 6 points of damage.
Can I
Oh, because
roll
I'm.
to tuck and roll?
That was rolling to tuck and roll.
What do they need
No,
to?
that was rolling to stay on the bus.
Yeah.
Secondary roll to tuck and roll.
I will.
Acrobatics.
I will let you, but if you fail to tuck and roll because you're trying to do this optionally, you'll
make us
you'll
fine.
get double damage.
Okay, so what do I have to beat?
DC 14. That's a 1.
It's a
So
1.
you get, triple damage.
What do you mean triple damage? No, you said double damage.
Yeah, but you rolled a 1.
All right, I'm dead.
Really?
I've no one.
No, okay, I'll tell you what. You don't get.
I took 18 damage. So I'm on
No, but I also said triple, but it's actually 3d6. So you take 11 points of damage.
Whoa!
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so you are still up.
I just did some rolls, and all but Big Ted fall off the bus.
Okay, Big Ted's not driving, so okay, everybody falls off. The scavenger falls down onto its side, the claw scraping into the dirt, and the engine spluttering helplessly. One of the harpoon flingers that was built into the side of it smashes off. The other one is still pointed up in the air. And Kit, that was your go. So the next one up is Bushu.
I'm going to fly towards the bus that has tipped over.
Okay, yeah, you're still close enough. Yeah.
I've got a movement of 60 feet. How far behind am I?
Oh, nowhere. So you'll get there in one turn.
Okay, great. I'm going to go and I'm going to hide under the bus.
Okay, make for me a stealth check.
So is the bus on its side?
It's on its side. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And how high
Oh,
is it?
yeah, 16. I'm
16
in
is
this
good.
form. Yeah,
Sir?
that's good.
If it's like how much like cover does it offer? Like in terms of
3/4 cover. So if you hide behind it, you get +5 to your armor class.
20. 20 is my adjusted for stealth.
All right, you're great. So you go and hide, and the next up is Frieza.
So how far away from the bus am I?
You're about 30 feet still, because
Okay.
almost immediately after you fell out, Kit just upended the bus.
I'll run behind the bus then.
Okay, you run to the bus and you hide behind the bus, and
Is movement and then I get an action or no?
yeah, you can have an action.
And then
They're 100 feet away.
I'll Eldritch Blast with the sniper one of them.
All right, awesome.
Dave, this t-shirt's very hot.
I know.
Very impressed you lasted this long.
I just felt suddenly like I was like burning up on the inside, like my guts
Yeah.
were hot.
Just wear it as a scarf now.
Like a wonderful Afghan.
No, I roll.
They're only armor class 13.
Nah, fail.
All right. Next up is Bethany Smiles.
I'm gonna jump out of the bus and grab Frieza.
No, Frieza's behind the bus now. You run behind the bus.
Oh, okay. In that case, I
hiding.
go behind the bus.
Okay, you go behind the bus. Do you have any ranged weapons?
Are they the ones that can go far away?
Yes.
No, I don't.
Uh-huh.
Right. So you,
Well, I could throw anything, really, couldn't
yes.
I?
Anything. the
Anything's
right
a ranged weapon, technically.
mindset,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anything's a ranged weapon.
There is also the harpoon flinger.
I feel like you're suggesting that I go to the harpoon flinger.
Yeah, it's like a big gun. A big harpoon
All right,
gun.
I'm gonna go and position myself at the harpoon flinger. Have I ever seen anything like this before?
No, you haven't, but you can still give it a go. It looks pretty point and click.
All right, I point and click.
Okay, so this is Flink. It's a huge sort of spring and steam powered machine that
Yeah.
fires harpoons. It looks like the harpoons also have ropes attached to them. And
Okay,
it's a
cool.
boarding tool for using on the truck normally.
Oh yeah,
So you fire a harpoon.
at one of the shadow demons.
Yeah, roll +6.
12.
12 + 6 is 18.
No, sorry, I got 6.
Okay, so no. The harpoon goes wild, and the machine looks like it needs to be reloaded.
Still getting the hang of this.
Three of the imps, two of them, the imps, Big Ted and Humphrey, fly up into the air, away. It has to be said, from the shadow demons, heading towards the way that that you were going. While Philip sort of swears and tries to scrambles around with the controls of the device, and weird crab legs start coming out at weird angles. He starts trying to use basically grabbers on the side of the truck to right it. He gives it a good sterling go and fails as the truck comes very close to going upside down. The fourth one looks at what you're doing and holds up another javelin to you, Bethany, to take, while with another hand he starts very quickly turning a little handle as he's winching something back into position. And you realize that he's reloading the flinger for you.
Is the javelin to put in the flinger?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Load it up.
the shadow demons race towards you. They're now only 40 feet away, but they can't get into range of any of you yet. And they both are screaming, and the noise again is echoing all over the hellscape. And we go back to Kit.
I've
What song are they singing, Ben?
They're screaming. Ooh, ooh,
Yeah, it feels like they scream once, like authentically, then they scream twice, get bored of it, and
Phone
then
it
they
in.
start taking the piss.
Yeah, right.
That's worse than regular screaming.
Sorry, as I said, everything in Avernus is a little bit irritating.
Well, it's good you got Ben back.
Kit, 40 feet away.
what is the distance on a crossbow?
Oh, easily, they're in range.
Okay, all right. That's an 11
Plus
Dex. Use your dex.
my dex. 11 plus
Oh, and you're proficient in it, wouldn't you? You're proficient in martial weapons.
yeah, then in that case, yeah, you're
13 plus. Is that
15, it hits.
raw dex? Okay, a 15. Okay, that's a D8 damage, I believe. That's a 7.
7 plus your dex.
7 plus
2, 9.
2.
All right.
And then I get to attack twice. Does that count? With a
no, with a
ranged
crossbow.
weapon? No.
No,
Okay,
no.
cool.
And as it hits, you hear the awful sound of.
It's amazing
The
that
chat is loving this
amazing
noise.
that they can fly and still make that
They're
noise.
starting to harmonize.
Oh, one thing you do notice, unfortunately, I have to say, Kit, is
Yep.
that they, if the noise didn't give it away, the bolt isn't hurting them as much as it feels like it should.
Okay.
They sort of rolled with it. It seems like they might be resistant to it as they keep flying forward. Busha, you're up.
Can I cast spells or cantrips while I'm in my
Yes.
dude form? In my little man form? I'm a little pseudo dragon.
I know. Remember, we said you couldn't.
I'm a little baby.
Well, you can
well-
you can cast them if they don't need verbal components.
Okay, well.
Oh, Busha could talk. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure you can cast them.
Okay, well I'm gonna throw an acid splash at him.
Mhm.
I'm gonna splash them with my acid. The range is 60 feet.
That's enough.
That's 60 feet. They're gonna make a DC 14 dex save
Yeah, cool.
to take half damage.
All right, they roll a 19, so that works.
So they do save, and they take 8. So half of that is 4 damage
Excellent.
each.
All right, so that's hurt both of them, and that seems to work
Aha.
as well. All right,
Magique damage.
next one up is Frieza.
How many? There's only 2 of them.
Yep.
Oh, all right. We'll just kill them then. Frieza casts Witch Bolt. So it's 17 plus 5 is what is that? 22.
Yep.
That hits. So D12 damage.
Is it just 1d12?
No, it'll be 3D12, won't it? Hachi machi. Thank you for reminding me, Dave.
It's all right.
What's that? 10. That's 17 damage.
What type of damage?
Blue damage.
Okay.
It's lightning. I
Is it
think.
lightning
I
damage?
think it's lightning.
Okay, cool. So that's, and how much was it?
17.
17 damage. Okay, that does do a lot of damage to one of them.
And there's been a lot of pushback about their noise, so I'm going to make up for that
Okay.
with some ASMR anguish. So they're like, oh no, that hurts really much. I don't really like it when I get hit by a witch bolt. It's a really awful feeling, and it's not very nice.
Does the as one does it? Does the other one get really aroused? Oh no!
Absolutely.
Starts flying.
Absolutely.
crooked.
Just doing whatever we can to alienate whatever viewers we still have.
To be clear, ASMR isn't necessarily about arousal.
No.
That's what people
Look at this,
around
look at
might
this, look at
say.
this ear horny bastard.
Well, I never.
Yeah, horny is very
Yeah,
funny.
horny bastard.
Yeah.
That's the name of my folk band.
Bethany, you're up.
She takes aim again and screams.
Just before you fire it, the imp does something which you didn't do for the first shot, and he engages a little L-shaped lever and slams it into place, and the entire bolt suddenly crackles with like blue eldritch energy.
Oh.
And the old blue damage.
Ooh.
We already know they're susceptible to the
blue
blue damage.
And she screams, "Hail no one!"
Oh, I like it.
Is somehow Bethany wearing a t-shirt with the Grim Reaper giving the finger?
Yeah. Somehow she picked it up in the trash heap.
Cannon.
And yeah, and then
Make an attack. +6.
woohoo, 15. So I got 21.
Oh, okay, that hits. Yep. All right. So it fires and it does 3d6 damage, which is another 12 points of damage.
Nice.
And now this one's looking. So the one that's
Say anything?
Oh, that really hurts. I wish you hadn't hit me with that.
and the other shadow demon is like, Clyde, could you just stop it? We're in the middle of a fight.
I'll finish this one off. So the next turn. So.
Very cocky.
Oh no, it's automatic damage. So.
Can I
Kill the other
please
one.
high five the imp who helped me out?
Yeah. So the imp. Which imp is the one that's helping out?
Uh,
It's Rocco.
Rocco, yeah.
I turn and I give him a high five and I say, "Great job."
Oh, thanks very much.
That's all.
Oh, it's nice to be motivated like that.
Okay, Rocco slams another one of the harpoons into place for you. Meanwhile, Philip tries again to right the machine, and with a slam, the scavenger gets up on using these sort of crab arms on the side. It jumps back onto its wheels and bounces on the chassis, but the engine stalled. The shadow
And he says, and that's why I'm head bus driver now.
They gave me a hat and everything.
the shadow demons
Brought the
dive.
sign from home.
The two shadow demons dive. One of them on Frieza and one of them on Bushu.
Here we go.
And
No. Oh yeah, because I'm not hidden anymore.
yep, the one attacking you gets 13. Does that hit your armor class?
Nah, man. Get out of here.
Excellent, and misses. And then the next one attacks you, Frieza, for 22.
Yeah. Yep, that hits.
Okay, and he does 2d6 plus 3 damage,
Oh no.
which is 9 hit points.
Yeah, Frieza dies.
Okay,
Oh, Friezo down.
Frieza down, which means that
Oh wait, can Frieza, as a reaction, drink a potion?
Of clever.
So if you die in hell, do you die in real life?
Oh.
do you know, interestingly,
If you
so
die, if you die in hell, you go to heaven.
devils that die in hell die in real life. Devils that die on any other plane will slowly reform their bodies back in hell, which is a sort of leverage that you have on devils here. These ones don't seem to care that much. So you start to die, and you can't as a reaction, unfortunately.
Again.
Oh, no, your friend looks pretty crook.
And then it dives down on you, and it's sort of looming over you, Friezo, as you collapse wetly against the side of the car. And hit. It's your go.
I'm going to, so I'm at pretty close range. I'm going to just throw the...
And you do have potions of healing, because I know you've been taking them and not sharing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the Javelin of Lightning.
You're going to jav?
I'm going to jav that.
Yep.
I'm going to javvy?
Which one?
The
Bushu or the Friezo?
Frieza one.
Friezo one's the one that's most damaged. Yep.
Yep. So hurl it, speak the command word.
Yep. Just make the attack.
Attack roll. Oh, that's a spicy lightning flying off into the distance.
So I throw it straight up, and then it goes straight down. I'm like, ah! Run away.
Lightning affects
Yeah.
the
So
gravity.
Unfortunately, no, that one doesn't work. And Bushu, you're up.
I'm going to cast... So there's a dude right in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb.
Mhm.
And I'm going to twin it.
Orb.
Orb. Chromatic Orb.
All right, we're still doing that.
What's
Great.
his-
That's wonderful.
What's his armor class?
I don't know what it is, but I love it. Orb.
We're on a real
Oh.
No, you're saying it
Kennedy
wrong. It's
kick?
orb.
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 Like this orb.
Like
My
that-
orb of enormous power.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
11.
Mr.
Oh,
Gorbachev.
4.
Tear
Orb.
down this
He
orb.
didn't say that. That was Reagan who said that.
14 plus 4.
And that's why he's on the
Mount
mountain of
Rushmore.
faces.
Sorry, what I should have said was, Ich bin ein Orb.
We choose to go to that orb.
One day I will have my face on Face Mountain.
Is this episode called Ich bin ein Orb or Face Mountain?
Do not ask what this orb can do for you. What you can do for the orb.
But I must say, the orb could do a lot for you. It is a powerful, powerful orb.
Happy birthday, Mr. Orb.
Oh.
Now sing it to the orb. Sing it to the orb.
Wait,
I did 21 damage.
He dies.
Yeah, thank you. Green iron wall.
Oh, what a fucking stupid show. Next up is Frieza. Make a death check.
Oh,
You've used up all your spare
no,
time.
that's a fail.
All right, Frieza.
Why do you use a potion?
I can't. He wouldn't let me.
Anyone could feed you the potion.
if we knew
But
you,
the problem is, I will point out.
Yeah, we don't know.
No, I will point
No.
out. Anyone can feed him a potion, but do know that if you feed it to him, he's going to make gross little baby bird sounds,
Yeah.
and you have the power to not let him do that.
But would we know that?
No,
he
you
had
know I have the potion of heroism. You don't know about the other potions that I won't tell you about.
Wait, you didn't tell what? How did this happen?
I got the potion of heroism in front of them, but the other ones I snuck while they were.
Oh,
off, I
that's
think.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. So they know about the potion of heroism. So they can
Well, I guess we'll just have to look through his
So if
stuff.
anyone wants
Yeah.
the potion of heroism, he's out, and you can take it.
Get in there.
All right, Bethany, you're up.
That's me.
hit me.
I'm gonna try. I've got the javelin loaded again, the
Yes.
harpoon. I'm gonna aim it at the one that's descending on Frieza.
That's already
That's
dead, I
dead. So the one that Bushu was fighting. By the way, Bushu, reaction because you turned around and attacked the one that wasn't attacking you.
Oh, but didn't I kill the one that was attacking me?
Absolutely not.
Why wouldn't I do that? Why would I care if Frieza's
It's a
dead?
good question, but that's okay. Sorry, you didn't.
Well, there was one on me. No, I killed the one that was right in front of me.
Okay, he didn't die, but that means that there's no. You're okay.
That
You-
means Bethany can shoot at the one.
Alright,
That's
I'll shoot at
correct.
the other one then.
Yep.
Sorry. Yeah.
Go for it. No, shoot the one that's on Frieza.
Oh, so he's
Yeah,
not
he's-
dead?
Yeah, we've.
No,
'Cause
there was
he's not
There was
dead.
target confusion.
Got it,
there.
got it, got it, got it.
Confusion.
12?
Yeah, 12.
Okay,
Oh,
12
plus 6?
plus 6 hits.
Yeah, nice.
Hutch.
No.
All right, so it's 3d6 again if you want to roll it.
Prismatic orb.
All right, Zog Delta in the chat saying these consequences are finally catching up with me. Someone kick him. No, don't.
He's safe in his own
8?
home.
Someone
Okay.
kick Felix out of
It's
the
not
chat.
dead yet. So it's the one fighting Friezo is still up and kicking, and now
What's
the
it saying, though?
I've got a really,
and he's just this is being whispered into Friezo's ear.
I've got a really sore leg. I'd like some dead hole
When you do,
or some cotton swabs.
when you die in D&D like this and you're doing death checks,
Yeah.
is it like when someone talks to you while you're sleeping, you have dreams about it? Is Frieza having some real ASMR dreams?
No, hang on. Are you saying is it like when you're lying in bed? Do people talk to you about you dying in your sleep?
No, not specifically
You
about
need
me
to talk
dying.
to Hum about this.
Yeah,
No,
'cause
just-
that would be your girlfriend
You know
that does
little
that.
Prank, you know that little prank you do where someone's sleeping, or people have done it to me before, where you're asleep and they go, "Oh, we got you real good," and you dream about getting robbed or whatever.
What are you talking? Who's done this?
Are you talking about when I go?
Who did you do this?
Who incepted you?
Yes, this is incepting. What you are describing is the concept of incepting someone.
No, this is like a thing. This is like a thing that was done when I was in like
Break up your father's
camp. You know, or for example, they make you wear your pants or whatever. No,
But that's not the same thing.
no.
Yeah, it's
So
like-
you're saying while you sleep for years, somebody snuck into your room and whispered into your ear, "Oh yeah, we're going to get you."
No, it's a prank that friends do on other friends. It's not a.
It's not an...
It's not a thing that enemies or bullies would do to me. I was friends with these.
We're
people.
like-
I was definitely friends with these
And
people.
they're like,
guys.
oh yeah, I'm smearing Vegemite under your nose. They've got a Hitler Vegemite.
You're gonna put your hand in a little bucket of water. You're gonna wee yourself.
Does that work?
Dream about weeing yourself,
Does that work?
and then you wee yourself. My understanding is yes.
Hingus participated in what we will call a double-blind study.
The other thing what we don't know is, without the bucket of water, perhaps I would have weed myself anyway.
Okay, Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, the imp slams one more javelin in and looks at Bethany and he goes, "We're running low, Governor." Which is
Is that Rocco?
Yeah, do you want to do that?
We're running low, Governor.
Yeah.
Don't call me that.
Oh, sorry, Chimchimery.
Okay. Do I get to fire the
Not
javelin
yet,
again?
because Philip then jumps up and tries to restart the scavenger, and he successfully unfloods the engine, and it roars back into life as he looks quite proud of himself, while the shadow demon attacks you for 18, which will hit, and scores 2d6.
Wait, who are you referring to?
Bushu. He's still
What?
still attacking Bushu.
What?
Moi.
And he does 10 points of damage to Bushu.
No. 10 points of damage. 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 10 po
And the other one spins around because Bethany has shot at him and dives at you, Bethany, and hits for 12. What's your armor class?
My armor class is 16.
Great. So you duck around onto the other side of the harpoon and you are safe. And now, Kit, it's your go.
Okay, I'm gonna try the javelin.
The javelin
again.
we did say it landed essentially at your feet.
Okay, that's a 13 plus. I don't know if I actually have to.
That's everything in the line up to the thing you're
It's
attacking.
proficiency plus dex, so you get +5 on top of that.
Okay, so that's 18.
Yep. Okay. 18. 18 hits.
Yes. So taking 46 lightning damage on a saved fail. They must make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
All right. They fail.
So they take 46. So that's 4, 9, 13.
19 points of
19
damage.
points of damage.
All right.
And then it hits, and they also do they also get on a hit?
That's the next. That's
All right.
Yeah. So everything in a line up to the thing you're attacking gets hit,
Okay.
and then the thing you're attacking, which was this, in this case,
Okay.
gets hit.
And so he gets. Oh yeah, 46.
And then they lose all the hair on their body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So electrolysis.
Cool. All right, I'll read this card later.
Entertaining.
Okay, so that hits, and this one he screams in pain. Does he?
He goes, oh.
Yeah. Yuck. A very strange reaction. Bushu.
So, there's a dude still on me.
Yeah, there is.
Also, he takes the damage of it, like getting hit by a javelin.
Then add
Yeah.
that as well. That's
Dude.
D6.
D6.
Another D6
Okay, yeah.
Javi damage.
So that's plus another 4.
4 plus
Yes.
2, so another 6.
Sorry, can I really hate to break up combat here, but I sometimes have a look at someone just said that Snagglepuss and Droopy are the same voice. And
Ben gets really angry about this.
I have to then there's such different voices, right?
Absolutely.
Give me
Yeah.
So Droopy.
Can you do a conversation between Snagglepuss and Droopy?
Okay, ready? And this will test a lot of my improv. So,
Do you want a location?
yeah, give me a location. Give me a location.
They are at
Roommates.
Top Cat's house.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay.
You know what? They've both been invited to a party, and they hate each other, and
Yep.
they wouldn't have come if they knew the other one was coming, and
Yep.
they have been forced, accidentally, they've met in a hallway, and they've been forced to have a meaningless conversation.
Okay.
At
So-
Top Cat's house.
At Top Cat's house. Droopy's
It's an alleyway.
Droopy's like, well, I'm glad Top Hat isn't here because he's not here yet, right? So that's what one of them says. And
Yeah.
Snagglepuss goes,
Well, sorry, he says, I'm glad Top Cat's not here because he's not here.
Yeah, and this is a test of your improv skills.
This is at Top Cat's house.
yeah.
This is happening.
And then
And then Snagglepuss
Yeah.
says, now that.
he says, excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That
they're
is very-
different.
Exit stage left even.
Even. Oh, there's some canapes that we can
and
enjoy.
Top Cat's just arrived.
He's got laryngitis.
Now, Top Cat and Snagglepuss.
Top Cat pulls out a
Snagglepuss,
tape
right?
recorder of a previous introduction that he had recorded in just such a situation.
And it's
Officer Dribble.
Officer Dibble.
Officer Dibble. Hey, how could I say to you that you're a monkey?
Shall we go back into combat?
around-
No, I
Yeah,
think we could
should
just.
we,
Our numbers just plummeted.
Oh my goodness.
What is it?
All right, so
Oh,
that
boy.
was Kit's go. That was Ben's digression. Bushu.
So there's still a dude on me.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna cast blink
Okay, great.
Oh.
and try and blink out of this.
That's a
plane.
non-combat spell, so he'll get an attack on you.
Well, not if I blink out first.
He does, but he misses you, and you blink is
Sucked
successful.
in.
And now, Frieza, make for me a second death check.
Come on. What do I have to get?
Above the 10.
Ooh, 12.
All right, you've passed one. You have.
Sucked it! Sorry. So sorry. Sorry, Dave.
You know what?
Really popped out of nowhere.
All right.
I'm sorry. That was that was a lot.
That will be remembered.
Is sucked in an Australianism?
Sucked in.
No,
Sucked
sucked in is
in.
global. F in the
No.
chat if sucked in is global.
No,
Sucked
it is a bit.
in. Because
Suck-
how do you say it even?
Suck it, yeah, you
It
say
feels-
suck it.
Feels like the
Suck it.
like the etymology of not the etymology, but like the linguistic background of sucked in would be kind of rude.
No, it's just me being sucked into a ploy.
No,
Yeah.
look,
Yeah.
F's in the chat.
What
Sucked in
about
is
what
rude.
is the thing? Fair suck of the
First
Suck
suck
of the sauce bottle, mate.
No,
No, I think
a fair shake of the sauce bottle or fair suck of the whip.
I think sucked in is.
Why would you suck a whip?
Because if you suck it, they can whip you.
That's true. That's an old maritime law.
That was like the convict.
It's like legally they
Someone
can.
was reading
Yeah.
it, and he just suck it up like
Like
a spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they designed Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah.
Sometimes you start sucking the whip, and the whip master starts sucking the whip. You meet in the middle
Yeah,
while
yeah,
an
yeah.
old man plays an accordion.
Yeah, and be like, this would be a good scene in a kid's
Yeah.
movie.
These are, it's a-
Whatever that is.
Sometimes you suck the whip, sometimes the whip sucks you.
So sucked in is Aussie.
Bethany,
Suck
you're
it,
up.
It's Aussie.
Oh.
Fair suck of the Savaloy.
I'm gonna run over to and because I can see
fuck.
Friezo is hurt,
Yes,
can't I? So
you
I'm
can.
gonna run over and bundle up Friezo and try and get him onto the bus.
All right, the shadow demon whips its claws out and it
Suck it.
scrapes you while you go past, but it glances off your chainmail shirt as you grab
Sucked it.
Frieza and you pull him off the side. Now, this unfortunately has the side effect that it leaves Rocco by himself with the harpoon gun. So Rocco, in many ways, Ben, stop thinking about the word sucked in.
I was just thinking if there's a preposition that can go after sucked that
You
doesn't
said you
create
wanted to
a
come
new
here because you wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Doesn't create a new what?
a phrase.
Sucked out.
Yeah.
Sucked off.
Sucked off.
I mean,
You get sucked on.
Sucked up?
Sucked up, sucked down.
sucked up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suck up. Suck up.
Yeah.
Down.
Sucked down isn't really.
Sucked through?
The suck down is like a Baz Luhrmann TV show.
All right, what do you want?
To play Dungeons and Dragons with my friends.
Sucked through, Dave.
Yeah. Sucked through, buddy.
Whoa.
Rocco, you have the harpoon gun.
Ooh, Rocco.
Yeah.
You're Rocco.
Rocco,
Yeah.
you're Rocco.
Yep, I
Does
am.
he suck the harpoon gun?
He goes, guys, check this out.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And he turns to the. Is there it's only one that's alive or both are
They're
One-
still
one's left.
no. Because you changed it, they're
Oh,
now
right.
both almost dead.
closest to me? He turned.
Bushes.
Bushes. He goes, oi, sucked in. Yep.
Yep. Oh no, sorry, no Frieza's because this Frieza's the one you were attacking.
All right, he goes, oi, sucked in.
Suck, and so forth.
And he rolls a 19.
25
Yes.
hits. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And
Ramp.
he impales the shadow demon, which turns into a puff of smoke as the harpoon goes through. The smoke dissipates, and
Ooh.
the first kill of the night goes to Rocco.
Oh, guys, did you see that?
I'm not counting all the birds Friezo killed.
I killed a lot of birds.
The other shadow demon turns and continues to try to finish. No, you know what? The other demon was going to try and finish off Bushu,
Yeah.
but he turns to try and finish off Friezo.
Frieza's already
Already
dead.
dead.
He's already unconscious.
I can get a free death save this way.
Oh, no, but he's dead already.
I know, but he's being such a shit.
Yeah, that's
Not more than Ben, I would say.
Not more than usual.
Yeah, you should.
Okay, all right. 1, 2, 3. He attacks Rocco. 4, 5, 6. He attacks Friezo.
Okay.
All right.
Friezo.
6.
Okay, you get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Because I'm in.
Because this is childish of me, and the rules will punish me. So
Okay, well, he's got I've acid splash.
Yep.
He's got to make a saving throw to get away from that.
no. You need to do it just a basic attack. So this is
I can just
+4
just smack him with my hand.
with your claw.
High five him when.
Yeah.
14 that hits.
Yeah, go on. And then what I do, D4.
Yep.
6 damage.
All right. Again, it does.
Sucker.
Seems to do half damage to him as he dives on you, Friezo, and he attacks you, and he hits you. Make for me one more death save.
11.
Okay, you succeeded.
Sorry. Sorry.
People are listening with headphones.
Yeah, I think you're punishing them.
Everybody who's listening.
Stop punishing everyone, Hing.
Everyone who's listening, sucked in.
Kit, you're up.
So are these guys? Is he like up in the sky? Like, how high in the? How high?
No, he's actually just clawing at Friezo on the ground.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna like grapple him.
Yeah, grapple him.
Bite him in the neck. Bite him in the neck.
Actually, no. I'm gonna do an attack with my double-bladed scimitar.
Yep.
And I can
Choo-choo.
attack twice. And
I would like you to explain. I've been wondering about this. Can you just describe it for me and anyone who is wanting to
stick
draw
with
it?
2 swords on the end.
Yeah, it's Darth Maul
It's a
situation.
Darth Maul.
Okay, and they're like curved scimitar blades. Okay, cool.
It's like a.
But you can use it like 2 scimitars. Is that how you use it?
Cha-cha.
Yeah, like
Cha-cha-cha.
yeah. So
Okay, I'm just trying to work out the
Does
properties.
it make its own noise?
No, I
Or
think
you have to make the noise?
Yeah, no, Friezo makes the noise.
Okay, so in game we're going to treat it like 2 scimitars.
Cha-cha-cha.
I'm gonna do. Yes. So I'll do I can do 2 attacks, but then as my bonus action, I'm going to take another
Third attack.
a third attack.
No. So that's what I was asking. So you
Yeah.
can't. You can normally do 2 attacks, can you?
Yes.
Yes, and that is correct. But in that case, we're treating as 2 scimitars, which is fine.
Yeah.
Ooh.
One of them, you'll need to use a different color dice because it doesn't have your strength bonus.
Use this
Oh, okay.
colored dice
Okay.
instead of that one that you just rolled.
So that's another 10. So that's
They all hit.
All
okay.
hits.
Cool. So that's 2d4. What number is it?
Plus 3
Three.
is your damage.
So that's 5.
What are you rolling a d6 for when your damage is 2d4 plus 3?
Sorry, dads.
Why are you rolling 3d4
no, you
when
already-
the damage is 2d4
you
plus
do
3?
3 attacks, so you got damage for the first one. Go.
Okay. 6 plus
3.
Is 9. Next one. 4 plus 6 is also 9.
9.
Plus 3 is 7.
This one is just 4
4.
because he doesn't add his
Yes.
strength bonus.
Yeah,
Okay.
so 18 plus 4, 22 damage, and
Thanks, guys. Sorry.
furiously concentrating as if seemingly doing maths in his head, Kit Gingerson walks down, and the damage is only as half as effective as it should be. But Kit is a big cat, a big boy, and you pummel the shadow demon into the ground, and it starts to turn into wisps of smoke as you just continue to just stab and stab and stab at it until it evaporates away, and you have successfully bested the shadow demons.
Yeah.
Wop, wop, wop.
Make that now.
Beef mates, beef mates.
Wop, 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 wop,
Ooh.
Where did you get that from, Rocco?
wop, wop, wop. Oh, I found it in the tip.
Can I have it?
Sure.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Cannon.
Air horn.
All right.
Air horn.
We've got an air horn.
Is that what
now.
we're focusing on?
No, I'm going to go over and look at Frieza. Not help him, just look at him.
Yeah, you can run over to Frieza and you look. He's in a very bad shape.
I'm going to rifle through his stuff.
Okay. What's in your bags?
What does no? You should have to do a check.
Okay, make an investigation
All right,
check.
let's see what I can see.
And I'll tell you. I'll rank my things and whatever you.
3.
Oh,
The
you
3
find
investigation. Yep,
plus
just,
what?
just a
Plus
3.
anything? Plus just a 3.
Just
So,
a
no, so
3.
he doesn't find anything you've hidden. He's only found the stuff that's obviously on you.
There's Gwithany's soup card.
No. I'm just looking for potions to help him with.
Which of your potions wouldn't you have hidden?
Oh, the Potion of Heroism.
All right, I take that and I use one of my potions of healing to pour into Frieza's
That's a
mouth.
really lovely moment.
Yeah, right.
Why did you just give me the potion? Why are you taking?
Why? No, a
Okay,
potion.
you have a potion of heroism,
Nice.
and
Oh,
That's-
this is.
and you get
Bullshit.
2d4 plus 2. No, it's a potion of heroism. No, yeah, you get 2d4 plus 2 hit points back.
I'm actually really upset with you, Eden.
For saving your life?
That was actually really selfish.
Well, I wasn't. You want me to use my own potions on you?
How does that work?
3. You got 5.
Okay.
So you gasp in air,
Oh, this one's at the bottom. Of
and
the
Friezo sits bolt upright.
Did I kill it?
Yeah, you did it. You did it all by yourself, you good boy. You're a good and big boy. Now get on the bus. Otherwise, you get left here forever. And you'll never get home to your mummy. Is the
What?
bus ready to go?
The bus is ready to go.
Okay, let's go. Excursion
In
is over.
fact, just quietly, Philip is sitting at the wheel, looking like what he did was very hard in a combat situation, and is a little put out that nobody has said anything.
Oh, not, it's all fine, obviously, but I don't know if you saw how hard it is to get a bus started with a bunch of hell demons flying and have to. No, it's.
Bethany,
Frieza-
Bethany
Oh, sorry. You.
says, that was really, really cool when you did that. I liked the crab legs a lot.
Oh, no, that's just my job, whatever. But it's, yeah, no, well, they are pretty cool, aren't they?
Yeah, I can't imagine an assistant bus driver would be able to do that.
You know, he absolutely couldn't. No offense, aggro, but, you know, one day.
Make a little persuasion check for me. Just a charisma check, actually.
I'm just being nice, just because I'm nice.
No, I know, I just
I'm
wanted
not
to-
trying anything.
No, but you're being nice, and I want to see if you're making a friend.
Ooh, what does that mean?
17.
17. All right. Yeah, Rocco looks at you and sort of smiles, and...
No, that I'm talking to Philip. I said
That's
to
Philip.
Oh, Philip. Yeah, Philip
Yeah.
looks at you and he sort of smiles, and gives you a star sapphire. No, he doesn't.
Stabs you in the throat.
Hey, do you want to maybe.
Have a go on the bus?
Yeah, do you want to maybe have a go on the bus on the way back to camp?
You'll have a go at the
I'm,
bus.
I'm not supposed to do this, but
Can I wear
Go.
the hat?
Yeah, you could wear the bloody hat. Put the hat on her.
Bethany, smiling for the first time since Elysium, grabs the wheel and powers down those sandy dunes and bone-ish, cloudish.
Wait.
Not
Hang
gonna
on, wait. No, go back for a second. What was the mum you were doing? So is that? So is this powered like a motorbike?
Yeah, actually, the
throttle?
throttle is on either side of the steering wheel, like that.
Yeah, hell yeah. Brum, brum.
And are those sounds the bus is making, or are those sounds Bethany's making?
The-
both.
The sounds Bethany's making.
Very cool.
And powering down to the dunes, a bystander in this world, this wicked world, would see a terrifying contraption, all steel, bone, and fury, powering towards a meeting with the Riders of Doom, a group that could only be nicer than their name sounds, because their name sounds all sorts of spooky, on a mission in a place where men ought not be, those blasted realms of Avernus. Will the Beef Babes continue on their quest? What of this stranger that Frieza is to be introduced to? Does Bethany like driving? Is cars her thing now? For the answers to questions such as these, tune in next week to the next episode of...
Dragon Friends in Hell.
Yay!
Is that what it's called?
It is now.
Beef Babes in Hell.
Beef babes in hell.
Beef babes in hell.
Gosh.
Medium rare.
Medium rare.
We are going to... We've got a little bit more time. We just thought that we would do a bit more of a Q&A, also because we have Ben here for the first time. So if
Ben,
you've
Ben,
got
Ben.
any questions...
We've got a full DF cohort. While you think of questions, while they come
How
through.
big is your son? That's a question.
How big
Tell
is
me
your son?
how big is your
Yeah,
son?
he's-
Is your son? How big is your
How many
son?
how many of these could fit in him?
How many steaks could you get out of your son?
Oh, that's a horrible thought. Mo is enormous. He's
Stock
a
check.
he's a big little bean now. He's like that big.
Mm.
And when I put him down to sleep every night, he does the Homer Simpson running on Mr. Burns's floor thing, and then tuckers himself out and then falls asleep. That's his new thing that he does.
My kid is not as big as Ben's kid.
He's a real chonker, my kid. Like,
Yeah, he's maybe that big. Maybe I don't know. You're right. I don't want to think about how many steaks he is.
Yeah, it's a
either.
horrible
No,
How many
sorry, I
steaks?
meant
How many
to
steaks
think
could you fit into your son?
Mm.
Well,
If you
Wait, in
guys
terms
find
of
it,
matching the mass or just
if-
shoving them?
Yeah.
I mean,
That makes
big
it
enough to
not
wrestle
nice.
Michael Hing to the ground earlier.
If either
Yeah,
of you find
you have
it
a
too
power
upsetting
Both his
to
fingers up
count
his nose.
the amount of steaks you get out of either of your children, I could do that calculation for you.
very
guys.
quickly.
Yeah,
Someone just
appreciate
asked
that.
when we're going to do a free to good home. You want one this weekend?
I've
some
got some
time.
spare time. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do one this weekend.
We'll do it on this Saturday.
Who do you want
Look
to be
at
the
that.
guest?
Oh yeah.
Not me. I'm busy.
Well, are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Like,
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah. Oh, I have a newsletter that you can subscribe
Oh, don't tell
to.
me.
No, do.
Someone's asked Simon how big Nesquik is.
I think it's
Yeah,
a
eat it.
reference to my. It's a. How do you know my son? And I go.
Oh.
Can I plug my?
3 years old.
Duska,
Can I
Doka?
plug my damn newsletter?
Oh, yes, God, you
I
can
love you.
plug your newsletter.
Ben has some political opinions he shares via a newsletter now.
Yeah.
No, Ben's newsletter is really good. Tell us about it.
I'm writing short stories and some short non-fiction stories too, and you can get them delivered to once or twice a week. I will send you an email, and it'll have a little story for you to read. And there's
Yeah.
2 stories up there at the moment, and you can subscribe by going to right now because you're at your computer. You can go.
Very preachy.
You can go to theidiotreport.com because that's the name of the newsletter.
Does that mean it is the report of idiots or on idiots?
You'll just have to subscribe.
What I mean is, are you calling the audience idiots, or are you the idiot who is doing the report?
That's a really good
I
question.
think it really depends on
Yeah.
the self-esteem of the person subscribing. It's like
but
an
for you-
interesting
what about the
Rorschach
self-
What is the
Writer.
ideal self-esteem of... Are you looking for?
Oh, high, I reckon, because I'm kind of doing this to make myself write more.
Okay.
And I want people who are really cross when I don't do it.
All right. That's
All right.
So there's
Have people been cross about you not doing Free to a Good Home?
Yeah.
It's no longer really hitting you anymore?
no, I'm numb to that.
Thupith Leia has said, are they narrated in a droopy and Snagglepuss
Yeah,
voice?
what voice are you meant to rate it in?
That's up
If-
to the reader. You
If,
know?
if you want to sign up to our Dragon Friends Patreon and you get, well, I don't know what the tier is. Let's make it some big number. But if you give us some money, I'll make Ben. We'll make Ben
Read my own
read
short
his
stories.
own genuinely good stories in a dumb voice.
Ben has gotten a tattoo for the Patreon. I feel like
That's
Ben
true.
has done more for our Patreon than like...
All right, well then I'll do it in a dumb voice. I'll mock Ben's run.
Somebody asked if we will have some Twitch guests on this stream. Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, totally.
If there's someone you
Yeah.
think we should have guest on this, tell us in the huddle or send us a message.
Do right
How long
now.
are we doing the D&D channel for?
We're doing this
Yeah.
for 6 weeks. We're going to do it up to PAX, and then we're going to
Ooh.
PAX.
Yeah,
PAX-
some people were
PAX
asking
House.
Yeah.
whether or not we were going to be at PAX. We are going to be at PAX.
Yeah,
Now
we're
it's
doing-
official.
That's right. We're going to do it on the Sunday at 3 p.m. at PAX.
Can we announce our special
Yeah,
guests?
can we announce?
Yeah, we're going to be joined by.
Can we?
Oh yeah.
I don't even know who they are.
Well,
It's Bono.
it's bloody
Yeah.
Bono.
I got beef with Bono. I'm gonna fucking give him a wedgie.
Was Bono is Bono the
No.
rock star that is legitimately angry at you, Ben Jenkins, because you once made fun of him at a music festival?
No,
That's Bob
no,
Geldof,
that's Bob
and,
Geldof.
he's angry at me and Alex and him.
And me, actually, to be honest. I said that I narrated that like I wasn't in that story.
No, we're doing Dragon Friends versus Tripod.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Tripod. Our guests are going to be Yanni Gatesy and Scott from
Yeah.
Tripod, which is like a really cool get for us because they're like our kind of musical comedy idols.
Yeah.
We grew up listening to their music, and they're also we've done shows with Scott, and Scott's so fun.
Yeah, so we're super excited about that. It's going to be a massive show,
They-
and we might be streaming it.
No, we are streaming it.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And Scott also did our
On
Scott
PAX or on
Tripod recorded our intro for the podcast this season.
Indeed.
Yes.
Thanks, God. You're
Yeah.
the man.
And we'll probably do like a drinks meetup or something.
Yeah,
at PAX
they're
if you're
talking-
around.
Yeah.
If you're not a member of it, the Facebook, go on to Facebook and join the Dragon Huddle because they're organizing some drinks at PAX.
Yeah.
It's also really fun. Thank you for that. If you like our channel, not D&D's, although I always like D&D's channel.
Or you should do that too. But in
That's why
addition-
those names are coming up on the side. And I just noticed we are up to 997 followers. So if
Oh,
we
come
could get
on.
three more
Three more
followers,
people.
we would crack 1,000.
What'll we
So-
do if they do it?
Well, I think Twitch sends us a big suck off if we get.
Yeah. Please go follow Dragon Friends, the Dragon Friends.
Yeah.
We just need 3 people to do it.
Shaq, if she messages in the chat right now, you can just click on their name and click follow.
The
Because that would
Dragon
rule
Friends.
if we could get 1,000 followers. We've only
1,000 tonight.
done 9 of these so far, so that's pretty
Wow,
fun.
that's 100 an episode or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, cool.
Is it
Thanks,
happening? Is it
everyone.
working?
Thanks for your support.
And also, if you follow, I don't know about these metrics, but if you follow theidiotreport.com, we also get a follow on Dragon Friends, and you don't have to follow.
That's not
I
true.
don't
No,
know, we
never-
should try it anyway.
That's 998. 998.
Come on,
Oh,
two more,
Oh, wait, what are we promising?
We will keep.
Okay, we lost one. We just
Oh,
lost
damn it.
Orb!
Okay, we're going to stop the orb stuff. Please, honestly, whatever you want us to do.
We'll
just
do
let us know.
anything.
Thanks, but thanks for tuning in. We'll be here same time next week doing more Torms.
Yeah.
Orbs. Somebody asked if I'm still vandalizing Wikipedia. I need a new computer because I could probably use a VLC actually, but every device I own has been banned from Wikipedia at some point.
But is that because you vandalized the page about tubes?
I vandalized a lot of pages, and then one guy reached out to me who seemed like a really nice guy and was like, "Hey, I am a mod. I'm a moderator on Wikipedia. I'm an editor." And it was real Star Wars vibes. It was like you could join us and
no.
moderate because you obviously have an eye for detail because your bullshit is so like thorough. And then there's also a fun page that we can do that, but it's not a real one. And I went to his personal page.
Vandalized him.
Just a bully. You're just a bully. That's 998, 998. If we get 2 more followers on our /Dragon Friends page,
Then we will stop. We will stop this stream.
Yeah, promise. Stop.
Please help us
Yeah.
go home.
Ben will.
If we get to 1,000
999. There was a request, Ben, for you to sign us off as Droopy. So
if we
Okay,
get to
well,
1,000,
we get
I'll
to
make
1,000.
I'll make a Wikipedia page for Ben and Vandalize.
yeah, if we get to 1,000, Hing will make Ben Jenkins a Wikipedia page. Something he has probably secretly, unironically hoped that he would get at some point in his life, but not like this. Not like this.
And I will
this
make
is
it.
Not like
I will
this.
genuinely make it the most embarrassing thing I can come up with. I have tapes. I have audio tapes. I have hundreds of hours of this man talking absolute garbage.
You know what would be the worst? If you made it obviously look like Ben had done it
Oh
himself.
no!
Yeah.
No!
You know what? You know
Self-promotion.
the photos from the Delusionist is like the profile photo, like the quite sexy photo of Hing as a
Yes.
Oh my god!
1001!
1001.
Depends. Wiki.
Thank-
Cabbages, big and juicy cabbages, cabbages, big and juicy cabbages.
Cabbages. Now you
This-
can sing the song in
From
a
our
Snagglepuss
podcast.
voice.
Thank you. Oh, when can we expect this page to be up, Mike?
I reckon I can do it tonight. I got
Oh, please
Right.
don't, please.
This has been Dragon Friends coming to you live from twitch.tv/D&D. We have a
Live show next week.
live
Oh,
show
yeah.
next week
Yeah.
in Sydney. No podcast next Friday, but I'll post something about that. We'll probably make the first episode of this stream, the audio, free for everyone instead.
Oh, that's a cool
Oh.
idea.
And
That's nice.
yeah, thank you very much. Thanks to our new followers. Thanks to our new subs. Thanks to our old friends. Thanks to those people that were in the chat.
Thank
you
you.
to Greg Tito for putting up with this bullshit.
Wow.
Sorry, Greg.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Greg.
And a happy suck off to you all.
Oh!
All right, I'm done.
Bye.
Tip the
See you
table
next
over.
week.